banned because they were drawing Lolly, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not surprised. Do you really think they're going to allow that? No, you should have known better." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh no, 100%. Like, I was telling a lot of people, like, I wouldn't. I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna risk that. I'm not stupid.
No.
Even if I thought that it was okay to, like, legit post straight nudity, I would still not post that. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I looked at that. By the way, Chad, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to episode 13.
Episode 13, holy cow. We've been doing this for 13 weeks, chat.
Why am I hearing another...
Make sure you muted your own stream, I guess. I don't know. Are you hearing?
I did. I'm hearing somebody else.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe we're being haunted by the band.
Chat, we're being haunted by all of the band streamers that are currently on right now. But anyway, welcome back to Under the Tea, the only podcast where you can find 3 VTubers doing nothing but throwing up the most shade and the most tea. I'm Mom. I'm very tired. I worked 50 hours.
We're all very tired.
I worked 50 hours this week, which is more than I'm used to. So, I'm not all here.
It's like, to be honest, I think after today, artists should just wait at least a few days or a week before doing any full nudity art streams.
Mm-hmm.
Because like right now, it's just a bunch of people just sending out hate raids and hate mass reporting and stuff.
Yeah.
It's legit just plain our stream in the background, and I've closed everything that has our stream open.
Really?
Weird.
Well, it could be OBS.
So confused.
That's weird.
I mean, I don't hear anything. I think that's just a you problem, Mizu.
Forslot has my name on it.
Yeah, I just completely closed everything. It's still going.
Rex CH says, I don't know. Who are you, Rex? I want to see your... Oh, I can go to people's channels. That's cool.
Rex is in our Discord server.
Okay. And by the way, if I don't remember you, chat, I'm tired.
But yeah, it's like, I would say people should wait and stuff because of the whole Twitch thing happening, and then it got to the normie side of Twitter in social media.
Oh yeah.
If anyone doing that the past 24 hours was knowingly walking into fire, and it's their own fault.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about that tonight. But I am honestly, even though a lot of people, myself included, don't really like Marina, I fear for what's coming for her because of how the internet is. Because I feel like she's gone mainstream now. I feel like Marina has gone very mainstream now, and I don't know if that's something she wanted.
Well, it's like Charlie was talking about it, Lost Pause was talking about it, Asmin was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking trying to remember who else. A few other normie streamers was looking at the whole situation, and we all know how most of them feel about VTubers.
Yes, pretty much. But really quickly, I think we've got introductions out of the way. Let's just give a brief overview of what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the Twitch thing. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the Marina thing, obviously, because that's a very important thing. There's a couple other little things that we all want, that the couple of us have wanted to talk about. I know that Mizu had something that they felt was really cool to talk about. I'm gonna give a minor update on the Completionist thing, because that's still going on, and it's still very weird.
Shinigami False did talk about the bands, but I don't know if he specifically talked about Marina.
I don't know.
I don't watch False because his voice is grating to my ears.
He's also blocked us.
Yeah, he blocked all of us, I believe.
Which is kind of funny. He doesn't like it when real journalists do real journalism covering everything in a more neutral light, I guess you could say. I don't know.
I think it's because we're the better purple hair VTubers.
I'm going to go fucking nuts.
Are you still
Yeah.
hearing it?
Yes, I can't.
The
It's not
hell?
OBS. It's coming through the internet. It's coming through Opera.
Okay,
But I've
go into your
completely
task
closed it.
manager. You gotta go to your task manager and kill Opera.
It's giving me because it's like a full 5 or 6 seconds behind.
That is weird.
Nuts.
No, see, here's what you
Kyo
gotta do.
talked
You,
about it. Oh yeah, I watched Kyo's video. Love Kyo. Appreciate
It's still
that.
going. I just completely killed Opera.
really? Okay, then figure out what volume it's coming from and then mute that. Worst case scenario, you have to restart your PC. Mizu's going schizophrenic right now.
Fucker using Opera. I'm You know what? I'm starting to not use Opera as much as I do right now.
I prefer it over Google.
It's like that's the second Chinese spyware app I use.
My whole thing about it, just as an aside, is everybody's trying to steal your information and everybody wants to know who you are. I'll be honest with you, I don't want to give it to Google anymore, so I was just like, whatever, I'll give it to Opera for now,
You
whatever.
want to give it to the Chinese spyware?
Sure. What are they gonna do with the information about octopus playing on the internet?
I thought
They
you were
don't
gonna
make
say
sushi.
Octopus pussy, but that works too.
Well, yeah, but like they don't eat sushi, so like I don't think they care.
Oh, I fixed it.
You
Oh,
fixed
my
it?
head.
Oh, good.
All right, good. Then we can get on to the special announcement, because chat, there's a very special announcement that we want to talk about tonight. Now, this should come as no surprise to people. Lumi and I are in a VTuber group called Juniper. It is one that I started with another VTuber called Paco. He's kind of in the managerial side of things now. But we've been looking for people to join for the longest time. And chat, we have a third member.
Yeah.
Would the third member like to out themselves if they are in chat right now?
No, they wouldn't.
No? No, you don't think so?
It's my other personality. My other personality is the third member.
I'm too cool for that.
You're too cool for that?
He's too cool to be.
Get Mizu?
Cool to be tied
Get
down.
Mizu? I don't know, Mizu, would you join Juniper?
I would consider it.
You would consider it? Alright.
I would consider it.
Alright,
I mean,
you're
if
hired.
it's not a yes, I guess we're gonna have to kick you out of the Discord.
You're hired.
You can't kick me out of the Discord.
It is Mizu.
It is.
It
Yes.
is Mizu, Cerno.
Mizu is in it.
is the new member of Juniper.
Yep.
And it's great.
Mizu is number 3. Technically 4, but again, I don't know how Paco sees himself in the group. But technically, Mizu is number 3. So, yay! It's awesome.
We got.
I'm the third member. I'm the V-tweeter, never debuting. Here's the thing: I don't think Paco would accept V-tweeters. So,
No V-tweeters.
no V-tweeters.
No
chat.
V-tweeter.
I'm only mostly a
telling you-
V-tweeter.
Oh goodness!
I'm-
No, you
I'm
actually
telling
put
you,
out content.
I'm telling you guys, people will buy any type of like cup or drinkware with the one saying that I was telling you guys you should get.
I don't remember.
The V-tweeter tiers.
Oh yes, we need a
Oh,
V-tweeter teacup. I don't know. That'll happen one day, chat. One day.
Yes.
Our
It's
our
in the
manager.
plans.
Yes, our manager is like very excited for. He's like watched the podcast and he like he personally approves the podcast. He likes the podcast.
Yeah.
But also he's told us that he's excited for being able to bring merch for that kind of thing. We still got to grow out of the pond first, but once we get out of the pond, we'll give you we'll do some cool things for you guys. I promise. Debut
It's
soon, TM.
I'm happy Paco likes the podcast. I
Me
was
too.
I was afraid at first that he's gonna be like, nah, yeah, fishy bitches need to stop that right now.
Well, so I was kind of like that. However, I eventually remembered that, like, Paco is for anything that he sees as potentially being successful. He does, like, obviously he's like, hey, I prefer it if you don't go into politics, because politics is kind of a killer for everybody here. But, he was like, no, really, if it will work, if it will boost you, he's like, I don't mind that much.
I do. Fuck politics. I will never allow politics on this show.
No, he said he doesn't want politics to be introduced. He is okay with no politics, period. So, don't pee in the pond.
If you try and bring politics in here, I will quit. I will leave.
Gonna joke about how I was the new member? I mean, here's the thing. If you guys want... Now, here's the thing. I say this, Paco is kind of picky. If you want to join... 1, you have to be active, and 2, you have to be willing to do things like multi-stream and make content and like be a content creator. You can't just stream or be a VTweeter. And if you feel like you're above all of that, you're above like 90% of other VTubers, by the way, and we want you. So,
man, just hearing all of that listed out, what the fuck am I doing here?
You do more than 90% of other VTubers. You actually do things. You're dipping your toes into it slowly. I mean, you're gonna get used to it as well. So, but anyway, that's the big announcement. Mizu is part of the club. Well, it's not a club. It's a group now.
You can call it a club. It's a cool kids club.
It's a cool kids club. You can only join Juniper if you're cool. If you're not in Juniper, you're not cool. But then, no, that was the big thing. Now you'll probably see Mizu with their name now. But yeah. Anyway.
They'll have to change my name eventually.
I mean, you're not Twitter blue, so it doesn't matter too much.
I don't want to pay for that shit again. That's like $20 now.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's $20 unless you want to just get the basic bitch stuff. Excuse me.
It's the C Club.
It's a C Club.
Mizu simped his way in. Pretty much, yeah. He's very picky. The only reason I got in is because of nepotism.
Actually, no, you got in because you worked really well with us, and Paco said that one of the biggest things that makes a good team is people that actually can withstand each other. And since we can withstand you, you are a good pick.
You know, unlike certain agencies and stuff that they only talk to each other once every 6 months, we showed you.
Yeah, we talk to each other like every day. It's kind of crazy, so, you know.
I don't understand that with some other VTuber groups. Like, imagine VTubing is like just a real job. Would you really go to like a physical location for a real job every day and not talk to any of your coworkers? Like, even just to like be semi-friendly. You'd be like, oh yeah, how's your day, man? How's it going?
Yeah.
It's very boring.
Don't talk to any of each other at all.
It's very boring, chat.
I mean, hey, we got some pretty neat things planned. We got the go ahead for Under the Tea After Dark. We just gotta set that up.
Yes, I'm excited for that. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how you get to stream, but we're gonna do that on Fansly eventually. Cause chat, unlike other people, we actually obey Twitch and YouTube toss. We're not just gonna look at it and say, I wonder if I can get away with literally streaming porn on a website that is rated 13+. You want to just get into the Twitch stuff now?
We can.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, Twitch, after a couple days of controversy because they had girls that were literally butt naked doing streams, but just had like their nipples partially off screen so you couldn't see it, but it was very clear they were streaming completely naked. People were outraged, and Twitch did the whole monkey's paw shit, where everybody was like, we want you to enforce the rules and ban these girls. And Twitch goes, oh, sure, you guys are upset that the rules aren't being followed? Well, we're just gonna expand the rules to include those girls doing that. So now what they're doing is just not against the rules anymore.
Yeah, it's no, at all.
There's gonna be an After Dark version of this. Okay, so the Under the Tea After Dark isn't gonna be like, you know, like the podcast.
It's gonna be literal hentai.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna be playing hentai games.
Mostly you two. I don't own any.
I am going to start my own segment there. What the fuck did I call it?
You had a decent
hold on,
name.
I need to read the way too long post that I made. I'm still workshopping it.
Here we got a lot of stuff to get through tonight.
I know, but I can stay up a bit later tonight too.
Well, basically,
Alright.
it's just a thing for us to actually do more crazy stuff.
Okay, there we go. I'll have to host a segment called "Fucked Up Hentai and Games with Lumi" for the brave of heart and fucked of minds.
Where will this be streamed? I'm pretty sure Fansly, because
likely.
because they allow streaming over there, and all we have to do is verify ID or something. One of us
fans is shit.
Well,
Yeah, and
see,
OnlyFans is shit.
one of us will have to out ourselves, and it'll probably be
I'm
me.
in the middle of doing that.
Oh, you're doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I post it in the chat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If it was during work, I wasn't paying attention.
Elliot, do it on Pump. It's like Pump is a decent site, but I also like the age verification.
Yeah.
So minors can't just walk along on in there.
Very true, very true. You have to basically out yourself a little bit if you want to participate. Which I'm okay
To be
with.
fair, on Fansly, the age verification is only for if you're being a model. If you're not a model, it's the same thing like YouPorn has, where it's like, are you 18? Click yes or no.
Yeah. It's one of those things where chat, like, obviously we're going to discourage actual kids from showing up, but it's not going to be like on Twitch where it's just now blatantly there. It's one of those things where it's out of the way. And in my personal opinion, that's what makes these websites, like, obviously, you know, you don't want kids on them, but because they're out of the way and not in the public, it makes it easier for people to avoid it unless they know what they're looking for. So
Look,
I'm not
Andreas,
that
I
worried.
have a passing interest in the boomer shooter. If you really want, I will stream Age Doom.
What is Age Doom?
It's a Doom total conversion mod where all the demons are turned into sexy hell women and you fuck them.
Oh. Okay.
Man, I'll add that to the list of shit that we should play because I'm still gunning for Corruption of Champions and we can all just voice different characters that pop up.
I'm fine with that.
Anyways,
hell yeah.
Twitch.
Anyways,
Twitch expanded their rules now, so you can be a lot more sussy on there. You still can't be butt naked on Twitch. That's still against the rules. They just expanded it so girls can have everything but the nipple showing, pretty much.
Yep.
But they also expanded the definition of what artistic nudity includes. So artists can be a lot more sussy with what they are drawing on stream. But a lot of VTubers, including Marina, decided that because we are artistic, like our representations are artistic, that artistic nudity applied to us, which it doesn't. There's literally a section in the Twitch rules that says, by the way, if you're a VTuber, your model rules for your model are the exact same ones that apply to a regular person because it is a representation of yourself.
Yeah, it's like literally because this model can be manipulated by you, it still counts.
So she decided that she was just gonna stream. She streamed butt naked with a butt naked full body version of her model off to the side with a slideshow of every not safe for work art piece she had ever gotten on the left side.
Which
and she got banned today.
I feel like that was supposed to be a flex. All of the lewd art. It's just like cool flex. Ma'am.
So I'm gonna say this because I think it's funny, and I said it to y'all last night. But the thing that made me laugh the most was I've always said I don't want to trash Marina's model because an artist made her model that wasn't her, and that artist put time into it. However, I do feel some parts of her model are very low effort. And when she showed that her model had a nude variant, I was completely right in my assumption because her nipples on it look like pimples.
So mean.
The artist who drew her nude version I guess didn't look up a reference for what a woman looks like, and just kind of decided to wing it. And I guess they forgot that men have nipples too, and they could have just kind of looked at their own and gotten a rough idea for it. So she's just got like these weird pimples on top of her areolas. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, chat. As somebody who has attempted to learn how to draw and will one day return, I learned that in order to do nipples correctly, you can't just draw giant circles. Like, you can, but if you want to draw cute anime, you can't just draw circles. You gotta draw little divots in there, little bumps to actually make it feel a little bit realistic. Because that's what a girl's nipple looks like. You know?
Yeah, It really just looked like they put a giant pimple in the center of her areolas, and I was like, what the fuck? Also, chat mentioned it. Yes, the bush was also crappy. Although, I do find it odd that she had them put a bush on. I'm not, like, complaining, because I'm a wilderness kind of guy. But, just weird that they included it.
A wilderness kind of...
A wilderness kind of guy.
Put like that.
You're a wilderness explorer.
Connoisseur, the bush was very meh.
Hi, Zai. Welcome to the stream. I think this is the first stream you've popped into that hasn't been Yakuza related. I apologize for that.
I need some nipple references. I don't know how to help you. Depends on the perspective. Exactly, it does go on perspective. You
guys think you learn a lot about me on these streams. Just wait till we start doing Fansly streams.
I love how you said that with the glasses on so nonchalantly.
Man, but it's like, okay, I have said this before, but like, to rewind to when Twitch made their announcement that they're going to be ending services in South Korea, I believe they pushed this out to offset the revenue that they're going to lose from the esports players that are located in South Korea, with all the cam whores that are now putting almost all of their biddies out there.
Yes. I don't know.
And also, I believe that they did not schedule out these changes like they usually do with everything else, and implemented this on the day that they announced it. So then they don't give advertisers the opportunity or time to pull out of the site.
Yeah, Chad, I don't know if you know this. I think we've said it a few times, but advertisers don't like explicit content at all. Like,
I seen a Nintendo ad over Marina's stream.
That's very very ironic. So I'm very interested to, because like, legitimately, if Marina gets people to pull ads out, would you say that Marina's on the same level as PewDiePie in terms of an adpocalypse for Twitch?
I mean, she's not the only reason.
I know, but wait,
it's like
she's the most popular.
I mean, Asian Bunny has a camera now just pointed directly at her cooch. So, like,
Really?
I think Asian Bunny's doing it worse.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. Where?
I know.
Is she just chatting right now? I need to know this.
No, is this something that's happening right now? What?
I seen this yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
And then there was another one that was just like laying across her bed. No top on, she's just covering her tits with her pillow, and has the string of a thong drowning in her ass, so it just looks like she's naked.
According to Twitch Toss, she is fully clothed, you know?
She is streaming right now.
Oh gosh.
Give me 5 seconds, I'm watching a pre-roll.
No, but it's just like the thing.
No, she's still doing the regular titty meta. She's playing fucking Mario, bro.
Oh, is she playing or reacting to it?
That actually, I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah, now that you say it. Yeah, no, she's
I'm not making this up.
she's sticking to the regular titty meta.
Wow. That's crazy, man. But no, like
she has a sub goal to change bikini. But she's not wearing anything.
It's like a DSP goal to add another jacket. I'll be honest, it's not a bad idea. How many
subs? Sub goal is to put clothes on.
I find it really stupid that a bunch of artists have like, you know, a week-long bans and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then like all of these cam whores are like, you know, 1 to 2 day bans.
Mm. Yeah.
See, I'm glad you guys are here to say that because I can't say that word without coming off as misogynistic.
No, like, excuse me, Lumi is very correct on that. Like, a whole bunch of artists came out and said, I have 3-day ban or 7-day ban. And there is quite a lot. Like, I asked people to send me what they saw. There's quite a few artists that were. Now, to be honest, I don't know if Twitch is like, hey, this is skirting the line or whatnot. But, like, the fact that they're getting 7-day bans and Marina got a what? By the way, Marina got a 1-day ban. I read they posted a message saying I slept through all of this. By the way, guys, I did not see anything that happened here. Thanks for all the kind messages. And by the way, it's a 1-day ban.
Yeah. So my biggest issue is not only that Marina only got a 1-day ban, but out of everybody, she was the most malicious about it.
Very.
Because if you watched her stream, she was actively banning anyone that pointed out that she misread the TOS.
Oh yeah, I people were in her chat saying, "Listen, this is against TOS. Be careful. You can get banned for that." I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand that. Like again, I was thinking about this real hard because while I was working today, I was like, okay, I want to think about how I can talk about this. Again, I'm forced to assume that Marina is either hyper stupid and does not know how the internet works, or is just outright malicious. Either way, it makes me feel sad for her slightly more if she's just stupid. But like, I don't feel like either angle is the good one to go with. It's just mind-boggling.
Like, I don't think like. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, and it's like I don't think it was malicious. It was just jumping the gun a little too fast. Probably just read, "Hey, tits are allowed," and it's like, "Oh, I'm a piece of art. I'm gonna put."
Oh no, Marina's malicious as fuck.
You think so? I'm still not like.
I don't think so. I know so.
Like, in my.
It's not, if it was randoms in her chat telling her she was breaking TOS, I would give you that. But she had her personal friends show up to warn her, and she immediately like shut them down and refused to talk to them.
Oh, I did.
Really? So they had. She had friends. Wait, really? They had friends that like.
Yes.
That.
They had friends that were unaware of the grift she was running and came up to tell her.
That's crazy.
She is 1,000% malicious.
She backs.
I'm surprised that they didn't use Alice's stream as well, because like, oh my god, look at they're allowing naked lollies on here too.
No, that's like very bizarre. Like, okay. That is malicious. I take it back. Marina's not stupid. She's just malicious. I'm sorry, the stupid. And the thing that sucks is some people are like, oh, what if she claims she does? I don't know if this is true. Does Marina have autism or have something? I can't remember. That's just one of those things.
I have no idea.
She'd probably claim she did.
Okay.
But she's more likely to say they were being transphobic.
Okay. I'm just.
It's like.
I just.
No, I didn't forget about the Linux shit. But like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was a post that I put in our chat earlier. And I honestly agree with what this person's saying. It says the amount of bridges being actively burned right now tells me that the Vtuber drama season finale for 2023 has yet to come. Something deep in my bones tells me that what's been going on in the past 24 hours has pushed a lot of folks over the edge, and we're about to be hit by a tsunami. I can see a lot of friendships breaking down and a lot more
I agree.
DMs, group chats, and stuff being posted by throwaway accounts.
I agree. I 100% agree. Like, this is just... And here's the thing that's kind of sad. And this is not, like, all people of certain communities, but I'm just going to say what I have observed in the online community. Specific groups of people in the online community are only friends with each other until it is no longer beneficial for them. I see this all the time. When it is no longer beneficial for them, you are persona non grata. They do not know, they do not like you. They will push themselves away from you. Like, legit, like, just here's an interesting example. When the Drop Kiwi Farm stuff was going on, all of these trans people banded together and said it was just about trans issues, when it wasn't just about that, but they made it about that. And then now, literally a year later, they all hate each other, and they all call each other scumbags. And it's just like, not all people are gonna act like that, but certain nits of people that are trash human beings will only be friends with you until it is no longer convenient, and then they will throw you away and say whatever they want to get them above you. At first, I really didn't want to think Marina was capable of that. I really just wanted to think, oh, maybe she's just highly stupid. And now I do believe that Marina is like that, and it's just really, really sad. Really sad.
Oh, you know, 1,000%. Marina was malicious about it.
Don't befriend VTubers until they hang out with them IRL. Man. So when are we planning that Japan trip?
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, guys. We'll be hanging out in Japan one day.
One day.
I'm gonna get dumped in a shrine somewhere. No, so actually, because I wanted to mention this, right? Because this come up as well, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is the disgusting lewd tubers forcing their sexual perverseness on us." And I was like, we're going a little too far there. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So I tried to mention this to people before, but I don't think a lot of people understand that the reason you're seeing more and more lewd stuff on like Twitter and on Twitch and all these other places has almost nothing to do with what they think it has to do with. It's because we get banned from everywhere else.
Yes, you do.
And not for us doing anything wrong. Like, my Ko-fi is banned because I posted lewd artwork on my Twitter. I got banned from PayPal. Like, you get banned from payment processors when they catch you, like, posting lewd artwork and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people understand that we're not moving onto, like, more mainstream platforms for the sake of just money, because a lot of lewd people would be perfectly fine to just have, like, a Patreon and make money off that. But you even get banned from Patreon if Patreon thinks something you posted just, like, slightly is too edgy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You physically can't make money anywhere. So lewd people keep moving more and more into mainstream platforms because they're not going to be able to make money anywhere else.
It's why well, it's one of the reasons, not the only, why I will never ever go like 100% in that category, because you can't make money from it. You can't survive off of it. If you do, eventually your family finds out, and if your family's not approving of it, like, you lose that kind of like backbone that you can rely on. So it's just not worth it in most cases.
Yeah,
it's really like, isolating.
Remember that OnlyFans chick that said that she met her biggest spender? And all that?
Yes.
It said that he started being creepy. Apparently, that was an entire publicity stunt. Dude went on a podcast saying, like, oh yeah, she hired me to do this, and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, you know, I didn't think that would be real. I mean, I know somebody would, for sure, because I've heard stories of it, but...
But yeah, that one was all fake.
Yeah, it's just... And again, wrapping back around to VTubers are gonna, like, there's gonna be a lot of pain and suffering. I do think that, like, a lot of people are going to resent Marina for this, because... And again, I think she's going to regret this in the future, because once you go into the mainstream... Because, like, here's the thing. The VTuber community is a very... It's a big, but also very tiny group of people. And a lot of them are people that will never that are just like there forever, like they're
It's insular.
spurs, huh?
It's insular
Yes.
is the word you're thinking of.
Insulate. It's very insulated. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. But going into the mainstream, here's what a lot of people don't recognize. Most normal human beings don't like or understand VTubers because it goes against their normal life. And the fact that, like, Dexterito covered this, the fact that Charlie, alright, the fact that Moist Critical made a video on this, the fact that so many people are making content on this, I hope Marina is ready for the mainstream to discover her. I do not think she is. Because because I know that she struggles sometimes with self-image issues and how people look at her. If she struggles with the small amount of people, all right, I can't imagine what's going to happen when she goes into the main light. I hope she's ready for that.
If I had nipples like that, I'd struggle with image issues too.
So mean.
I'm just saying.
Asmongold. Okay, so Asmongold, his take is very interesting. If I recall correctly, his take is just it's everywhere, so you shouldn't care about it. Is that kind of how I understand it?
Asmongold kind of sides with Twitch on most things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that because that's his job?
It's because it's his job, and he's kind of a pansy when it comes to that.
I don't know.
If I was Marina, I'd struggle from existence issues.
Okay. Alright, this is funny. So I decided just to, like, you know, pause False's video just so I can, like, go through the chapters of his shit. He talked about it, but he did not mention Marina at all.
Really?
Wait, hold on, no.
Interesting.
People not mention her.
Wait, no, never mind. He talked about her for about 20 seconds.
See here, okay, he's hurting himself in the foot. Because, like, here's the thing. I understand False, he's got, like, a bit of a bias on certain targets. But, like, not covering hot news like that is, like, going to hurt him in the long run.
I mean, apparently, Buff Pup got banned.
Who?
Or suspended. Or whatever.
No idea who that is, honestly.
I just heard of her. I don't know who she is.
Okay.
No. Who cares? It's a Twitch thought. Let her die. I mean, what?
I mean,
Damn.
she has a nice model. Her model's fucking hot. And that's about it.
Damn.
Bail Buddy got banned for drawing the statue of David.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, that brings up a good point. So I was actually talking to my family members because my mom still has kids at home that she raises because, you know, she married my adopted dad and they had kids as well. So I was talking to her. I was like, don't let the kids watch Twitch anymore. She's like, oh, they don't watch Twitch at all, but what's wrong? And I was like, well, I mentioned this all this, and I said they're classifying this as artistic nudity, and she's like, "That's not artistic nudity. Artistic nudity is the statue of David. Artistic nudity is what you see in paintings where they draw naked people from history." She's like, "That's not artistic nudity," and I was like, "Yeah, I can kind of agree with that."
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. Buff Pup didn't get banned. Momo got banned because they were drawing Buff Pup. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess they were drawing Buff Pup Futanari.
I know somebody was drawing massive dicks on some streams.
Yeah.
See,
a lot of furry artists doing that.
Yeah, a lot of them just going straight out.
See, a lot of artists are kind of complaining about the bans, and on one hand, I can sit here and agree with them, and like, especially like Bail Buddy, who literally drew the statue of David. Like, nothing special or weird about it. He was literally just drawing the statue of David, and he got a 3-day ban, which is like the pinnacle of artistic nudity.
Yeah. One of the first that we know of.
Yeah. So, like, on one hand, I can agree with that. On the other hand, I can look at every single one of these people and go, you're all stupid. Because I would have never been the one to test the waters on this the first day it was released.
Oh no. I mean, when this came out, I think we all were just sitting there talking like, this is gonna be a shit show. Let's wait and see what actually happens.
Yeah. Like, I would not be... If it was like a new feature or something, I might be the first one to test it. But when it's something that's the difference between getting banned and not getting banned, no, I'm not the first person in line to test it. You're literally, all of you lined up to take your shot at Russian roulette, and then you're upset that it turns out the gun was loaded.
With all 6 bullets.
Yeah, you all knew what was gonna happen. You just chose to ignore it.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe everyone had to have seen this coming.
Oh,
because so much of us, as soon as they made the announcement, said, yeah, this is gonna be an idiot. This is gonna be a shit show.
Oh yeah, like granted, it was like after the Marina stream, but I saw so many people saying, I'm not sure about this because of this one line that nobody is pointing out. So I don't know. I'm surprised that, like, well, I'm not surprised. I'm very not surprised that Twitch has made this big change, but I feel like they're gonna reverse it, or something is going to change, because advertisers will not stick at all. And somebody else, I think, so Rev made a video about this, and he makes a good point that what Marina did could potentially hurt VTubers with other audiences, because if that's the first exposure you have to a VTuber, that I'm not sorry when saying this, that's a very poor exposure. I'm sorry. And it's not because of their identity, it's just because of how they acted and how they treated the platform. And it's just a massive disregard for other people.
See, I already kind of thought Alice was pushing it, but Alice, you could maybe, like, if somebody showed up to that, they could maybe let it slide because it was just her model and nothing else. With Marina, it was just wall-to-wall porn on her stream.
I don't know why, like, okay, after reading the rules, I don't know how anybody could have confused this, because, like, don't you have to be drawing the art for it to be okay? Or is it just, you can just show it off? Because I'm pretty sure you can't just show it off unless you're drawing it. So, like, holy cow.
Twitch is gonna need to do a lot of, 1, re-clarification, 2, either choose if they want to be a cam girl site or not, and 3, brace for the adpocalypse on Twitch now.
Yeah.
It's coming.
We're all fucked.
It's coming. You know, the one person I'm waiting to make a video on this is Devin Nash. Because Devin Nash used to work directly with ad marketing in Twitch. And if somebody knows what's going to happen, he definitely will. So, I'm interested to see his video.
Everyone that I was hoping would make a video on this has, except I think Hirohe. Because Kurinji made his video, Rev made his video, Kyo made his video. Charlie, I was surprised.
I mean, again, with the fact that he made a video means that it's just, now it's in the mainstream. She had a 600 seat. I saw her shoot up to 2,400 seat, which is like, hey, congratulations for that. But, like, holy fuck, was it worth? Is it worth it? I don't know.
Devin, as of a day ago, knows of Marina and plans on talking about it on a podcast.
Who?
Devin Nash, the person you were talking about.
Is he planning to talk to her?
So he replied to a tweet by someone called Strainwreck called the Scuffed Pod. He says the Scuffed Podcast is back. Devin replies with a picture of Marina's stream with everything like censored out. And he says, Twitch is making our topic list way too easy, bro.
Oh, yes. I need you to send me that tweet. I want to take a look at it.
Yeah, he literally posted this yesterday.
I need, you know what? It's probably in his Discord server, because I follow his Discord server. I've talked to him. He's a great guy. Marina's done for, yeah, if Devin Nash talks about you, well, he's not like okay, he used to be very big. He doesn't make a lot of content now, but he's really, like, I listen to all of his opinions. He's the one that told me to start multi-streaming, and I do it because of him. Let me see if I can find his server.
Who is the one guy that you're like, if he talks about Marina on his live stream, then it's basically over?
Yeah, so there is this guy. His name is Null. He owns the farms. He does a weekly podcast. Now,
Man at the Internet.
Yes, he does a podcast called Man at the Internet. And basically it is a podcast where he just talks about whatever he wants on the internet. If he talks about you on...
Mostly lolcows.
Yes, mostly lolcows. He does a lot of different segments. But if he talks about you on the podcast, and he thinks that you're worth laughing at,
Basically, everyone on
done.
Kiwi Farms is gonna dig into all your shit.
you're done.
Yeah.
Because, like, legitimately, there are people that nobody knew about. He talks about them. Everybody, like, there's this guy called Bossman Jack who likes to gamble on Kick. Nobody knew about Bossman Jack. Noel talked about him. Everybody knows who Bossman Jack is now. And so, I hope, Marina, that you don't show up on his podcast, because if you do, you are not ready for the influx of what's coming. Like,
Yeah, the only reason I think she'd even be remotely safe from Maddie is because I don't think he would find it funny. If he
probably
talks
not.
about it, he's probably going to talk about it in like the wider context of Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And he might just mention her as an
Yeah.
offhand comment.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't typically talk about e-thoughts because he finds the whole concept boring.
He does,
Because
and he
all
gets
you
frustrated.
say is, she's naked on the internet, and then you just move on. Like, there's not generally any other context.
Now, I will say he also likes to make fun of VTubers no matter what. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a wash what he'll do. So yeah, chat. Just know that if he talks about her, good luck. Good luck. I don't know. It's
Just if
not-
she gets a passing mention.
oh
Because
yeah.
he doesn't care about VTubers, but if you read his chat, everybody else in his chat really cares.
His chat loves Pippa. I will say this. A lot of the people on the farms really like Pippa. So, if you're anti-Pippa, they will go after you.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
no, it's, we all talked about this before the stream, but Marina's fucked.
Yeah, and she did this to herself. I people are gonna hate me for this, but for the brief time where I talked to her, because I wanted to, like, believe that, like, she was just stupid and not malicious, I was like, don't bring this attention to yourself, because you're gonna regret it. And
Yeah.
obviously she didn't listen. I don't know. I feel stupid for trying.
Mr. Medicator is coming back.
Yes, he's coming back on Saturday.
Yeah.
Is he remaking his YouTube channel?
No, he's still dying of a cancer AIDS, I believe.
Yeah,
Uh,
unfortunately. We're losing our weatherman.
We've been losing him for a year, I believe. It's just the fact that he's just not dead yet. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna survive. I don't know.
To be fair, with cancer, you can kind of go a long time.
Oh yeah, you
It
can.
kind of sucks ass.
Well, you've heard he's got more than just cancer. Like, his whole body's falling apart.
he has fibromyalgia and all that shit.
He's got gonorrhea-syphilitis.
Gonorrhea syphilitis.
Oh my gosh. Marina attacked Pippa? No, I don't think that she attacked Pippa, but, like, she doesn't. I don't think. Like, Pippa's just one of those VTubers that, like. I really like her.
Are you kidding me? Marina would never attack Pippa. That's a clout avenue for her one day.
You think so?
Oh, I don't think she'd ever attack like larger VTubers unless the entire internet was already attacking them,
Mm-hmm.
and she thought she could get clout out of it.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Or she would do it. She might even not do it then. She'd do it like really vague, like, oh, you know, like how people do it when somebody gets busted for something, and they're like, oh, I can't believe it's so difficult for VTubers to not like do XYZ. And you know who they're talking about. They won't
Yes.
say the name because they want the plausible deniability.
Pretty much, yes. So, I don't know. Good luck, Marina.
Yeah, we talked about it before stream. Marina's fucked. She's gonna be very unhappy with what she's done. And to be fair, we kind of tried to steer her away from it when we did our stream, but she just refused.
Not,
so.
yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's just like this whole thing is. It's not gonna change Twitch disproportionately banning or punishing VTubers over shit. They're just gonna crack down on it even more. There's going to be a fucking vice grip around any VTubers on that website.
Oh yeah.
Because like I mentioned last stream, the VTuber avatars can't do a Glock 2000 on the mods of Twitch.
Yeah. That's something a lot of people forget. A lot of these girls have been outed as sleeping with Twitch mods.
Yep.
Like, some people say that's misogynistic, but like, no, they literally have been caught sleeping with Twitch mods.
Yep, pretty much. Just like what VTubers have. They don't. They really
I want to
don't.
see Marina pick a fight with Ethan Ralph. Oh my fucking.
That's not gonna happen. Ethan Ralph is, well, maybe he would, but I don't know.
I don't think those two would ever care about each other.
No, he's too much of a pig, and she's too much of a VTuber.
Also a
Except it has
pig.
Kirsch to back her up, and yeah, dude, it's like I would love to just shoot the shit with Kirsch one day. She's fucking awesome.
Oh yes, I would love to talk to her.
Have you invited her?
I sent her a message, but I know that she's busy and stuff. Last time I sent her a DM, it took about a week because it was buried.
Flamenco never answered me back.
I think he's, listen, when it comes to people like Flamenco, I think he's delegated himself to just being a V-tweeter now, just talking on the internet, because I don't see him stream anymore. Not saying that he won't, but I think he just recognizes that the best thing to do is not be,
He's gonna be a
personality.
He can V-tweet me fucking back.
I don't know. If he ever does decide to come back, cool, but like he's not really a personality anymore.
Here, let me say Kirsch.
Kirsch.
Kirschche. I think.
I think
Yes.
I think another person that I wouldn't mind either having on the podcast or collabing with just to shoot the shit would probably be Kyo. He's fun.
Kyo
I like
would be
the
good,
bunny
yeah.
boy.
He's pretty good. I remember when he and False were fighting, and now they're just kind of like in a... It's not, I wouldn't say it's a stalemate, but they're kind of just like leaving each other alone.
They ignore each other.
They
Turkey
do.
Tom would be an amazing person to cover Marina. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. If Turkey Tom covers her, it is actually over, because Turkey Tom...
See, Turkey Tom won't, because Turkey Tom just reads threads, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, like, fine. But when he tries to make his own individual content without reading a thread, he kind of comes off as a twat waffle.
Well, he is legitimately, he started making content when he was a teenager, and I think he's kind of jaded from all of the content he's read. I don't know.
I mean, did you forget Turkey Tom is basically the less funny Leafy?
They're all the less funny Metaker.
Yeah, they're all the less funny Metaker.
Nobody can compete with my weatherman.
Oh man, you know, it's really funny. I got into Medicare after he was gone, basically. Like, during the middle of his year of the Chud. That's when I found him, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? I love this man. Not in that kind of way, but like, he's actually good. And he's actually saying what everybody's thinking.
See, the problem is the people that make the legitimately really good content don't make much of it, because they only make it when they're actually passionate about something and want to talk about it. Like, I would probably put Seth under that. I would put E_R under that. Jim is obviously under that. These are people that will release like one video every couple years, but that video is just fucking amazing. It's the best thing you've ever watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like whenever JonTron throws out a video and it gets millions of views, because it's just like, you love it so much. I don't know.
You can feel the passion.
You can feel, exactly. That's why whenever I put out a video, I don't care if it comes out every week. Like, a weekly would be nice, but as long as you have the passion, I don't think people care that much.
Yeah, Turkey Tom would make a video against the entire VTuber scene with Tom's signature losers, creeps, pedos thumbnail.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he already has made a VTuber one. If he hasn't, like, it's coming one day.
I don't believe he has.
If he hasn't, it'll be a few years before he actually makes it.
I just feel like he's gotten to where he throws out the pedo label very easily.
He does.
And it's always been my complaint with certain people. Like, Keemstar had that problem for a long time where he'd just like, oh, pedo. It's like, no, you can't just say that. Whenever.
Let's see. The only time Turkey Tom made a video on VTubers is when he covered Nuxtaku and the V Shoujo mystery and Neanners.
You know what?
Her past bullshit.
The thing about Nux, though, is Nux is like a mainstream dude. Like, he's not... I don't feel like Nux would really consider himself part of the community. I feel like he would like he's within the commentary community. I feel like at this point, like,
I mean, he's friends with Mutahar and shit.
he's on Mutahar's podcast. I listened to their podcast literally today about the Completionist. So, yeah,
I don't listen to Mutahar. I find him infuriating.
I'm not gonna say that.
I have said it before. I don't think all of his content is bad. However, don't follow your heroes on Twitter, kids, because on Twitter he is just a fucking dickhead. Like 100% of the time, just always being an asshole to anyone talking to him, and it's like, bro.
Yeah. He is hypocrisy. Yeah, I don't know. It's just some content creators, like, they're better in their content because they have a script they're going through, the emotions, and they're not going to alienate you. But once they're in their own personal place, it's a little different.
I know, Andreas, I've watched Cecil McFly. I loved her Pixie Terry documentary. And I also like the work she's done with Toad McKinley.
The number one genuine person that I see in their videos, on Twitter, in their Discord, and everything is my Oshi Gundam.
Well, that's because Gundam's just black-pilled about everything.
I love Gundam.
You ever realize that we're in the wrong, like, line of work?
Are we?
Well, let's think about everything we talk about. Like, we're a VTuber podcast, and the only, like, VTubers we talk about are people we hate. But if we talk about people we like, it's always, like, people in the commentary community on YouTube that, like, don't really stream all that much. It's always people making these long-form documentaries and stuff, or covering the news.
Hey, It's a Gundam doesn't do long-form content except for his 45-minute Johnny Somali video, but that was a long time.
Covers the news. I would count him as covering the news.
No, he's covering
the
the
newsman.
He
is a
Leave
newsman.
it be. Leave my Oshi.
I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't want to be part of the commentary community that much. I'm fine being in the VTuber community because the commentary community is always like eating each other. It's really weird.
It's because of fucking Nick DeOrio and Turkey Tom and all them always getting mad at each other.
They do.
Yeah, but leave
It's
me
weird.
alone. If I can collab with Gundam, and
Plus,
I want to.
Plus, I will say the thing about the commentary community that kind of sucks, and I do partially blame, fucking, Flamenco. I do blame Flamenco for part of this. I think that they permanently think all VTubers are pedos because of Flamenco. So, I don't think that they would respect any of us, regardless of what we do.
Oh, it's okay. I'd go toe-to-toe with them.
Well, fair enough.
I know they would especially consider me a pedo.
Yeah.
I know Tom would.
Oh, yeah.
Nick DeOrio would. What's funny is a lot of them are friends with, like, lolicon artists. And this got outed one day.
Which one?
They would defend their lolicon artist friends and be like, well, actually, she has the body proportions of an adult. And even, like, their artist friend would be like, no, she's a lolly. And they would just, like, ignore it. They'd be like, no, it's the body proportions of an adult.
Wait. Which artist?
God, I'd have to look up the name. It was somebody that drew, like, Western lollies.
They
like
called him
Cartoon Network.
They called him that over fiction. I mean, the problem is, like, here's the thing with Flamenco. If he just
denies it,
and I think he needs to stop denying it because it's very obvious.
Yeah, that's his problem.
It's very
just, like,
obvious.
He doubles down, and it makes everybody look at him like side eye.
Yeah.
Because everybody in the anime community who would be on his side is like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not what that is, dude. That's clearly what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, my main problem is, one, he needs to stop denying it. Two, like, he needs to, like, stop spurging out. Because, like, I listen... Like, here's the thing. I don't like DeOrio for all of how he acts, but he does a really good job at showing what the issue is. And I agree that Flamenco needs to stop spurging out and just being stupid. I don't know. So
yeah,
he needs to chill.
We've hit this for like a hot minute. Can I do my thing? I wanted to mention.
Yes. We'll cap this off. Twitch is fucked. don't be surprised when Jeff Bezos says that he's selling it because he can't monetize it anymore because the payment processors threaten to kill Amazon if he doesn't. So, yay, thank you, Marina, and all of the other VTubers for that. We appreciate you.
Oh, and also, if you're into buying stocks and you see the Twitch stock going down by a lot, and you know that somehow they will bounce back, buy stocks while they're cheap and sell when they're high again.
Does Twitch have stock?
Yes, Twitch has stocks. They're
I
a
didn't know
company.
that. Well, I thought that they would fall under Amazon stock. Because I know
No,
Amazon
they're
has very
separate.
lucrative stock. Okay.
Fair enough.
There you go.
So, some of you probably saw this on my Twitter, and I kind of showed you guys the picture.
Yes.
But I made a meme about Marina and Sonic Fox being on the same page, because at the same time Marina got banned off Twitch for just completely ignoring the new TOS changes, Sonic Fox lost out on a lot of his money that he made from some deal with this company called Nobi Gaming, because he didn't read his contract, and that, like, literally the only thing outlined in his contract was that he had to tweet about the event they were hosting twice a week. And he could not do that. He could not manage 2 tweets a week.
So this is another
he sounds
VTuber,
like Pink
correct?
Sauce Lady.
He's not a VTuber. He is the black gay Democrat furry that is everything Republicans hate, and that was his grand speech at some Game Awards show.
Wow.
I remember him.
I actually remember that vaguely.
Yep.
That was him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The funny thing is, a lot of Republicans would disagree with that, because I know a lot of Republicans actually like gay black furries. Just saying.
Yeah. But he had signed on with, like, some company called Nobi Gaming. I don't know exactly what he was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, here was the list and, like, their social media posting. The talent agrees to actively promote the event on their social media platforms leading up to the event date. The talent will upload a minimum of 2 posts per week mentioning or promoting the event. Imagine that's, like, your only requirement to make $10,000, and you can't do it.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Sonic Fox was the FGC dude. He was featured in Skullgirls or in Skullgirls before Mario, whatever the fuck her name is. Oh yeah, guys, have you just because Skullgirls was mentioned. If you guys haven't seen Short Fat Otaku's video about the downfall of Skullgirls, I recommend it. Okay, we can move on now.
Yeah, Skullgirl is dead, chat.
So this came to light because Sonic Fox was threatening to sue them over it.
What?
He tweeted out on the company page, or the guy that owns the company, it was an innocuous tweet, and he says, "This dude is ghosting me on payments from the Waka Flocka match," and when I asked about it, this is his response: "Lol, I don't even care enough to pursue legal charges, just don't trust this team to follow through on their, quote, promises." I think he's still omega upset that I didn't want to join his shady team where all he had to present was false hope and nothing in hard paperwork. Contractually speaking, they only paid me half of what I was owed. Legit, everything was going fine until I told them I didn't want to be on their team.
What?
And then he says right after, "Not giving you any ammunition, sorry, see you in court." Could have resolved this in private. You chose not to. Didn't even ask for a maximum payment that you did owe me to. So it's simple. Pay up before the deadline or I'll see you in court.
Okay, did he get legal advice from Chef Pie or Chef P from the Pink Sauce? God, what the fuck is wrong with Sonic Fox?
Wow.
Yeah.
Chat, let me tell you this. If you're worried that you're going to be sued, do not talk on Twitter. Just, like,
Yeah.
lock your Twitter account. Stop talking. Because, like...
My favorite tweet is because you have to keep in mind Sonic Fox started this and he made all this public.
Oh my
He
goodness.
tweeted, "I'm bitter because this entire situation could have been handled in private. Even with the many times I reached out, and I may have even reimbursed him if he had suffered any losses from the event because of how fun and successful it was. Just massively annoyed is all, but I'll be good."
Better not pull an ace. Yeah. Do you know who Acer Thorn is?
No.
Okay, so Acer Thorn is, and this is, I'm being completely legitimate here, an autistic gentleman that has sued, that is a very litigious individual. He once sued his father after, okay, let's bear some explanation. So his father and him had entered into a written contract where his father would maintain a certain amount of internet speed in exchange for him paying the rent or something like that. One night they didn't have that internet speed. I'm guessing the internet provider just shat itself, and he ended up stabbing his dad 22 times.
How?
And his dad survived. He then sued his dad for calling the police and telling them that he stabbed him.
What the fuck?
He lost the lawsuit, by the way.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, I would.
He's also I'm not gonna play this because I don't want him to sue us at all. But he is most famous for having what is called an accidental live stream, where he's just gobbling like a turkey incoherently for like an hour and a half. Like you know what, Lumi?
What?
I'm gonna send this to you, Lumi. Do not pull this up on stream.
No, I won't pull it up on stream, but I'm scared to have the context. But here, in exchange, I give you this from Ant Server.
Accidental live stream. Okay,
Which, if you guys
not...
haven't joined Ant Server, you should. It's fun there. But also, like, mute and silence the entire thing because the pings are insane.
Oh, where is it? There it is. There it is. By an account called Gay Stabbins. That's so mean. That's so mean.
Pull up the turkey guy. Yes, Aunt Hime. I love Aunt. She is my unofficial wife.
Anyway, rolling back
She
to the...
seems like the podcast too.
Rolling back to the...
I mean, she's still in the server, so I'd hope so. Spark, hello! Hi! How are you? Thank you for the raid. How you doing? How was your stream? What you play or what you do?
Okay, there we go.
We are talking about Sonic Fox right now.
Yes, let's roll it back to Sonic Fox.
And talking about some dude who did an accidental live stream where he's gobbling like a turkey, apparently, for an hour.
I am not joking. Legitimately gobbled like a turkey. He also like walked off into the corner and started mumbling, and Jim Medicare made the joke that maybe he has a prostitute that he like kidnapped and is threatening to say that he'll kill her.
Oh.
It's just like terror. It's honestly like if you adjusted the lighting, it would look like a horror movie.
Oh god. But real quick, hello for those who are coming in from the raid. I am Lumi. I am a mermaid VTuber, and we are doing our podcast Under the Tea. We do this every Thursday, and yeah, we're having fun. You guys missed the Twitch talk. What's up with Sonic Fox? Mizu.
All he had to do to make $10,000 was tweet twice a week about an event for like 5 weeks, and he failed to do that. And now he's mad that he didn't get the $10,000, and she's trying to sue the event for not giving him the money. He's dropped the lawsuit, from what I understand, the lawsuit that never started, because everyone told him he was being dumb after they posted the screenshot. He did like a 4-hour stream where he goes over the evidence that proves that he was in the right, which I haven't watched it because Sonic Fox is grating and I hate him. So I'm now watching 4 hours of him talk. But what I do know is that the event then got mad at him because he showed their private Discord conversations where one of their staff members who was not publicly out, admitted to being gay to Sonic Fox. And by showing all the DMs, Sonic Fox just publicly outed them as gay.
Wow.
Good job, gay man.
That's me. Oh, man.
I'm sure as a gay furry who hates Republicans, you wouldn't know anything about, why gay people might not want to be outed.
Yeah, that's...
And talk about a dick move.
Yeah, that's a
You know,
very
right?
dick
You
move to
should
do.
know. He's such an asshole.
I mean, hasn't he always been like this, to be fucking honest? And like, as soon as someone gave him a microphone for the first time, it's just downhill ever since.
Yeah, he doesn't
Wow.
care about other people at all. That's his big problem, is like he's a psycho. Another thing, because like you guys, I don't know if you saw this because it was a huge discussion in the Discord. Sonic Fox is not as good as people like to paint him out to be. Like, he is the Skullgirls fighting game champion, except he's only won a Skullgirls tournament one time at EVO. Every other year he gets completely bodied and has never won anything. And the one year he won is when people were protesting Skullgirls' appearance because it was when the company was in the middle of stealing it from the original dev.
Are you saying
Yeah.
that he only won because he wasn't
Because
fighting?
he pulled a DSP.
Wow.
Imagine pulling a
Oh.
DSP.
So something, because you'll see, like, people think it's a testament to, like, how he can go across multiple games. Because if you look at his history, every time he wins, like, a different game. The reality is, he only ever plays a game in the very first year it's come out. And the thing is, most people aren't playing it at EVO the first year it comes out. They're still learning it. And they're going to play a game that they know better. So, like, somebody who's really good at Street Fighter, the first year another game comes out, they might start learning it, but they're not going to make a showing of it at EVO because it makes them look bad, since they don't know it very well. Instead, they're just going to sign up for Street Fighter again.
Yeah.
So Sonic Fox takes advantage of the fact that nobody else is signing up that's actually good at the game, and it's just a bunch of random players that like it, and he beats them. So he's not actually good at the game. He never plays against actual veterans of the game, because even like the most slight veteran completely ruins him every time.
And do you think Sonic Fox will have a chance, since most of the esports players in South Korea will no longer be on Twitch?
Maybe. Oh.
No,
Oh, man.
because nobody wants him, especially after this thing where he rejected this team this way. Literally nobody wants to deal with him.
No,
at
yeah,
all.
this is like a killing move for your career here. The fact that he acted... This is one of those things I don't understand, where streamers just don't know how to act. And I don't know, again, if they're stupid or malicious. But if they act like this, they shouldn't be on the internet. At all. Because
Yeah.
they're a danger to themselves and everyone around them.
Yeah.
Like, I know I get pretty saucy, especially with other VTubers, but nobody's seen my, like, communication with companies. I would never talk to a company like this, and I would never put a company on blast. Because it's not just, like, that one company. You put that one company on blast, now every company you speak to knows that you're the person that did that. And they're not
Yeah.
going to want to talk to you.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Like, I don't care if a couple VTubers don't want to talk to me. I do care if, like, the ways I actually make money don't want to talk to me anymore. That's a huge deal.
Yes. It is a pretty big deal.
He's relying on, like, his skill level to force them to talk to him, because they're like, oh, we absolutely need this guy. He's so good and so popular. Like, we have to do business with him. That doesn't work. There's, like... Sonic Fox in gaming terms is getting old, and because he's been a thing for like almost 8 years now. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
In gaming terms, he's getting old. He is not going to be able to beat the Fortnite kids of tomorrow when they get into fighting games.
Yes.
Oh my fucking god.
That's just how it's going to be.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't put it past Sonic Fox to, like, talk shit to a literal 9-year-old that beats him in a game.
That'd be more of a low tier god thing.
Oh, man.
Do you think Sonic Fox could beat low tier god?
I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I do not
Huh.
know. What do you think,
I would
chat?
put my money on low tier god.
What do you think, chat?
Yeah.
Do you think low tier god?
Didn't low tier? No, which locale was it that did a boxing match and lost?
You're gonna have to narrow it down a bit.
Recently, like within the last year? Are you talking about
'Cause honestly, if LTG boxed anybody, I think he'd probably win. Because he's got
Boogie?
not only
Oh, that was Boogie.
he has Boogie. Because I was about to say, if it was low tier god, I don't doubt that he would probably win a physical boxing match. Because first off, I've seen him; he's kind of ripped, like not bodybuilder ripped, but he is fit. And he's got like serious anger issues.
You think Sonic Fox has actually beaten low tier god before? Huh, I'll have to look this up.
I thought you were talking about Andy Worski for a moment. The guy that lasted 10 seconds in the ring.
Sonic Fox meets low tier god.
Adam Worski.
Yes. Was it Adam or Andy?
It's Andy Worski.
Era.
It's a Ken Ashcorp song though.
Oh,
Adam
I
Worski.
know. It's a good song though.
Adam Worski.
That's a pretty dang good song.
Axe-wielding maniac.
Was that based on Andy Worski?
It was.
That's awesome.
It's about him going to Hasbro and committing an unalive on all the workers.
Yeah.
Because they touch children.
Oh my gosh.
He beat.
If this site was a little more free, I would play it as the outro, but I'd probably get in trouble.
Yeah, that probably.
Ken in DMs
Wait,
before.
isn't it on YouTube?
Ken's music. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I might play it. You know what? Maybe we can play it on YouTube then.
Because I know Ken is fine with you using his music as long as you credit him. I've talked to him about it before.
Does the low tier god run from every IRL confrontation?
There's there's a search called Adam Worski Hasbro.
Yeah. I don't know the full story, but he had some beef with Hasbro that had something to do with pedophiles.
That's awesome.
I don't know the full story. I'm too lazy to look it up.
It's okay.
All I know is Andy Worski is crazy.
Yeah, we'll play that as the outro chat on the YouTube channel.
The house problems Ken has. Ken's been having house problems? Doesn't he have a girlfriend that takes care of him though? I thought he had a mommy. A sugar mommy.
So Keemstar just well, I don't know how or recently he posted, but he said, should there be a Twitch boycott because children can access the website? Nobody's going to boycott Twitch.
No one would boycott Twitch because they're too afraid to go anywhere else because him and my following's here. But I have my view bots programmed over here.
Oh gosh.
Here's my my hot take, because I know I said this on Twitter, that we will actively go out of our way, especially with the Fansly streams, to make sure children cannot see them. And I do that in my regular content too. I prefer to tag stuff properly and all that.
Yeah.
However, fuck them kids. Your parents should be taking care of you. It's not my fucking job to take care of you. I tagged my shit properly. That's on you.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I 100%. That's one thing that kind of pisses me off is we've grown to really raising the I made a joke a long time ago. The Happy Mother's Day to all of the iPads that raised our children, because parents don't raise their children anymore, chat. It's something that really bothers me because I grew up in a household where I didn't get my first phone until I was 16. And that was mostly because I couldn't be trusted with it. But it was also because, my parents liked the fact that I played with Legos, I listened to music, I interacted with my family, and I wasn't raised by the internet, which is partially why I'm so innocent, I guess some people would say. But it's just really sad that parents are deciding to, instead of actually have a life with their child's life is whatever is on the screen. And that has led to a lot of issues of children not knowing how to interact with people. I don't know. It's just really sad. I saw a lot of Mormons do it when I used to go to church. They would just hand an iPad to their kid all the time. I don't get it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a problem.
It's a very big problem.
I
Very
played with
big.
Fire when I was young, because my parents got us an Xbox.
Well, okay, I had game systems, but they weren't connected to the internet the same way, The very
Well,
first.
Also, believe it or not, because I know people always talked about how bad video games were for kids for the longest time. Unironically, the average ye old console game back in the day was genuinely better for kids than a
Mhm.
lot of other stuff. The problem nowadays is the way games are made to like overstimulate the mind, specifically Fortnite.
Yes.
Um,
That game gives me headaches.
it is better for your kid to play like an old PS2 game by miles than it is to let them scroll TikTok or
Yes.
YouTube Shorts or play Fortnite. Because it's just, there's so much going on. It is actually giving kids ADD.
Yes. It's kind of sad. To answer your question, I used to draw, not safe for work, but I don't draw right now because I'm too busy with life. If I could, I probably would, but you would never see it.
I used to Photoshop not safe for work.
When we start doing our after dark stuff, it's going to be a combined effort of me and Mizu to expose
What?
Akko to a lot of stuff.
Oh
What
boy.
chat? Okay, so this is a random Mizu fact, and this is probably why I'm not as against AI as many other people. But when I went to school for art, I went to school for specifically photo editing, and like 99% of shit that AI is doing in the art world is not the drawings that you see, it's the different generative AI that is used in photo editing, which makes my life so much easier.
Oh, Lumi,
And
you're getting
you can
rated.
ask anybody that does photo editing. Nobody is sitting here saying, oh gosh, no, it's super artistic for me to use the clone tool 85 billion times until my Photoshop lags out and kills itself. None of us were saying that was like our artistic impression. It was just long, repetitive, boring tasks. It's like taking a Lego brick and just stacking more Lego bricks on top of it constantly, never building anything specific. But then
Alright.
somehow at the end it just makes a full Lego structure. That's
You want
basically
the-
what it is.
You want the structure to be built already?
Yeah.
All right, one moment. I got raided again. Hello, Bread Sama. How are you doing? Hi, thank you for the raid. I hope you were having a fun stream. I hope you had fun with whatever game that you were playing. But hello, you came on a podcast tonight.
Yes, you did.
You were in the middle. You came in the middle of a Mizu rambling, which is always fun. We do this podcast every Thursday at 10 p.m. CST. And for those of you who are new, hello.
Lumi's
Hi,
popular.
I am
Yes.
Lumi. I am a mermaid VTuber. And I am doing the Under the Tea podcast with MizuhanaShibe. They're both very good people, very awesome people.
Oh, they say
should
they've
follow
heard
them
of the
as well.
podcast. Hell yeah! If you've heard the podcast, you should subscribe to the podcast on YouTube because it's pretty cool.
Also, we gotta think of a better way to do raids.
At least during the
Probably.
podcast, yes.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll think about that later.
But you know, Glubby, I was just saying, a lot of people that complain about AI specifically mean the art stuff. Anybody that does Photoshop stuff loves all the AI additions because it is infuriating to do photo editing, like fun stuff in photo editing.
Yes, it is.
It is tedious, repetitive, and it sucks. Also, yes, Marina got banned only for a day, unfortunately. Should have at least been a week, but probably permanent.
If they banned her for more than a day, she would have had a shit fit saying it's all transphobic. But she slept through basically half of it already, so you know.
Yeah. I know Twitch needs to fix their shit.
Oh, this is random, this is small, so I guess we can throw this in real quick. Lumi's nemesis was talking about us and swears she was not talking about us, but she was definitely talking about us.
Yes,
And I will maintain that she was.
she totally was.
Yeah, Lumi's nemesis all of a sudden the other day posted, I think one of my fave things about being a content creator is never knowing who your true friends are until something bad happens. I have so many receipts and evidence, and instead of DMing me asking for the full version, they flock to the quote victim oh, the big scary VTuber with more followers than both of us is the one in the wrong. Like, hello, but whatever. I know y'all have an eye on me, and I have an eye on you, teehee. And I completely called her out for it, that it was totally about us, and
That's
that
funny.
she was just whining that she made a bad showing in her own thing, because everybody that covered her which was only us, only talked about the shit she posted herself.
Yeah.
It's always like bullying when we are just posting what you say. We're just giving it extra. Don't you want more clout, Aria? We're showing the whole world what you think. Isn't that what you want?
She
hey,
swears
with
she
the-
didn't say it.
Hey, with these Twitch changes, maybe she'll actually be motivated to do something.
Very true. Also, chat. This isn't substantiated by any evidence, but some people think that like she doesn't have a boyfriend anymore.
Husband.
Fiance.
Whatever. I don't care.
Fiance.
Apparently she is no longer with a significant other anymore, and we are sorry for the boyfriend / girlfriend / whatever.
Chat. We're gonna tell you the like tildeer of what happened, and we need you guys to tell us if you agree that her fiance is gone. So she has a fiance. That's all you really need to know about that. And she has a e-boyfriend, who she e-boyfriends on Twitter. She goes with her sister and the e-boyfriend to Japan without the fiance. While in Japan, she dumps the e-boyfriend and publicly calls him a creep on Twitter. When she gets back from Japan, she starts posting tons and tons of nude photos on her Twitter. Something she did have like a Fansly or something before, or an OnlyFans, but she did not post the nude photos to Twitter until getting back from that trip. After that, she makes a new Twitter post saying that suddenly her and her fiance are in an open relationship, and that she can now sleep with whoever, and she can have real e-boyfriends as opposed to fake ones like the last one. And now she's getting in lewd ERP situations with all kinds of random guys.
Fruit too? She's not that famous.
So we believe the fiance is gone out of the picture. Because it's just so weird that in this short amount of time, oh, suddenly we're in an open relationship. Oh, suddenly, like, I can date whoever I want. Oh, suddenly I'm posting nudes everywhere and nobody has an issue with it.
It's like
Definitely dip.
I know some people can make like poly or open relationships work, but for me,
I have not seen it. I'm sorry.
This is my opinion.
I don't think it
come
works.
for me. But I think that if you're in a closed and committed relationship for X amount of time, especially when that relationship is 8 years, then suddenly you want to open it. That person just wants to cheat without feeling bad. Wants to be a swinger without the swinger reputation.
Yeah, that's why when I pay attention to a lot of mainstream people that do that stuff. I remember, you guys know the guy Adam22. He does his own podcast, and his wife did a sex scene with a porn star, and he's totally okay with this. And now he just pimps out his wife for money. Like, legitimately, he's like, hey, come fuck my wife for money. And it's just like, your marriage is not gonna last very long, bro. I don't know what
He's
you're
a cut
doing.
for profit.
I don't.
There you go, chat. I made a poll for you guys on my Twitch. Let's see where you guys
Oh
think.
gosh, you're so mean. You're so mean. I should do the same thing.
Papa, I'm not impressed with the pictures I saw. I wasn't particularly impressed. However, I did save all of them and they're all in a folder.
So mean. Vote now, chat. Do you think Arya's fiance decided to leave her? Or do you think that she is just trying to get sympathy?
Or,
I don't think it's mean.
That's just funny.
The spank bank is neutral to all.
Oh my god. Wait, what is that supposed to be?
What do you mean, what is that supposed to be? It
The
should be
spank
self-explanatory.
bank?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I want you to explain it to me, just so that you're forced to say what it is.
It's the spank bank.
Okay.
The bank used for spanking.
YouTube has polls. YouTube has always had, well, probably not always, but they've had polls for a long time.
It died.
You're great. Oh.
You're welcome.
That was beautiful. I
am a
great.
proper wilderness explorer. So for you guys in chat who don't know what that is, I saw a tweet the other day, which was Russell from Up, and the like tag on the top of the tweet just says, "My girlfriend, oh no babe, don't, I haven't shaved." And it's Russell from Up just saying, "The wilderness must be explored." So ever since I saw that, I've been saying wilderness explorer.
Wow. Well, chat, there you go. She's kind of mid. I'm assuming we're talking about Arya.
Yeah, she's kind of mid, but you know, there needs to be filler in the spank bank to like flesh it out a little bit.
Wow.
I mean, it's like 70% TikTok filters.
Is it really?
Filters,
Oh, have you not seen, like, she posts pictures of herself, like normal everyday pictures, and I guarantee she would say something like, "Oh, it's just really good makeup," because she wants it to be more impressive. All she does for makeup is like eyeliner and probably blush and like foundation, but her entire facial structure changes in between her regular photos and her lewd photos. She is definitely using generative filters.
Can I be honest? Doing filters like that, in my opinion, is a form of catfishing. Because even though it's you are purposefully, like, not showing off the true you. And so I feel like it's just catfishing in a way. I don't know. That's just me, though.
Arya's fiance never existed. He was a plot device to make herself seem more tempting.
Because don't forget, guys love girls who are already taken.
Yeah, some people like that cheating aspect.
Same thing about women who like men who are married.
See, I think girls don't get that really. That guys have a lot more respect for a relationship in progress, or they don't really see it as competition. They just don't care. So either guys have respect for it or they don't care. So you being in a relationship, all it does is it cuts out the guys that care about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually attract anyone new. With guys, it does seem like there is a level of woman that is more interested in a taken guy. However, in the same way, I believe there is also a large contingent of women who respect the relationship and just completely cut you off because of that.
Yeah.
It's just in Arya's case, I think it's only hurting her. Whereas in a guy's case, I think it's probably a little bit more half and half, those two groups. And they can probably try and attract people with it, and it actually works. With her, I don't think it works.
I just don't think she knows how to market herself.
To the whole open relationship thing.
She just doesn't know how to market herself.
Yeah. But then that is something guys care about. Guys actually don't want to feel like they're sharing.
Exactly.
So I don't understand why she thought the open relationship thing would make her, like, more desirable.
No, yeah, like, maybe a few guys are okay. Again, Adam22 exists. But, like, most men out there, I feel like you will say, just don't want it. They don't want it. I don't even think it's an ownership thing. Some people, and for some people maybe it is. But for some, it's like the idea of, like, this sacred bond between one other person, and it's only yours. And it's something that you can protect. And if you take that away from a man, what does he have to protect in his life anymore besides himself? You know? It's kind of like, and this isn't really a dig against men, this is just something I've observed over my studies of human psychology. Men need a purpose to help them, like, feel pushed forward in life. Because if they don't have a wife, and they don't have, like, what are they pushing for? You know? Like, themselves is, like, definitely important. But they need, like, another goal in life to help keep them going, to help them feel inspired. Because you look at lonely people, like lonely men, they don't feel like they're going for very much, and so they have to find something to drive them. And so if you have to share that one thing that drives you, it's gonna drive you up a tree. I don't know.
The
That's just my
Twitch
thought.
poll is completed, and with 78% of the votes, he never existed.
So I just did a yes and no. 95% of the people said that yes, he's gone.
So it seems like people are pretty sold on just he's gone in general. Either he didn't exist to start with, or he left.
Right.
So no boyfriend.
It was her boyfriend that lived in Canada.
My boyfriend who lives in Canada.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, but it's like I feel fucking bad for the ex-y boyfriend. Poor man.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for the current one.
If he exists, I feel
If
bad
he
for
exists, exactly.
No, the current boyfriend.
him. Oh, the current boyfriend? No, I don't feel bad for him. He knew what he was getting into.
Oh
Unless
yeah.
he didn't.
If a guy's in an open relationship, they're a simp and will take whatever leftover they can. See, that's just. And again, some guy. If you're into that, no judge. But that sounds fucking depressing. It sounds
Thank you,
so
Jay.
depressing.
I've listened to Avenue Q way too many times. I would hope I could nail that impression.
Like, I could
You
never
should do
see
a
that.
stream where all three of you speak in Valley Girl accents.
Valley Girl
MommaOcco,
accent.
can you do a Valley Girl accent?
Probably not. What is a Valley
Probably
Girl
not.
accent?
I mean, I think
I
I
ain't so
kinda
good
did
with
a
the
Valley
Valley
Girl
Girl.
accent.
Oh, is it just
when
like?
I
Is it just like Southern?
no.
No.
No, I'm
That's
Southern.
a Southern Belle.
No,
It's like-
Southern Belle is different than Southern. Southern
Right.
Belle is like that sickly sweet, but with a Southern accent. Except
Yeah.
everything you say is secretly the most condescending thing you've ever heard.
You know what? Fair.
Like, because I think a lot of people these days know it, but they didn't always know it
It's like-
because the internet wasn't a thing. But if a Southern woman tells you "bless your heart," she's calling you the dumbest person she's ever met in the world.
It's like,
That
oh,
is
bless
the
your
lowest
heart.
insult she can give you.
Bless your little
Yeah.
heart. You're such a funny thing.
Yeah, she's basically saying you're stupid, you're dumb, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like Mean Girls. Hold on, I'll read what Murray put in chat. Like, oh my god, gag me with a spoon. Like that, right?
Okay.
Like, oh my god, gag me with a spoon.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's the thing I have to mimic.
Yeah.
These are
Oh
some
my
convincing Valley
gosh.
Girl.
Here's the thing. That's like Gyro speak. So I can do that. Did you hear about Brad? I heard that he's trying out for the football. Okay. He's trying out for the football league.
Oh my god, did you see what Jenny was doing? Such a slut.
He's gonna buy me a new purse. I'm super excited because it's coming from Michael Kors.
No, you should be arrested for that war crime. Which war crime?
Sound like Junko? You know what?
Chat
I'll
seems
take that as a
to agree
compliment.
that I'm the Valley Girl of the group.
You are a Valley Girl. You're the one that posts ass on the internet, not us.
Very true. I'm too ashamed to do it.
That may have to be discussed with Paco, but if I'm allowed, I may post ass on the Fansly.
Hey, put it behind a paywall. That'll be fun.
I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Southern Valley
Just
Girl.
ask him. A Southern Valley girl.
I mean, we're
as
definitely
long-
gonna have lewd commissions. I just
Oh,
don't know
hell
about
yeah.
lewd IRL.
No showing your chocolate starfish.
Oh my gosh.
Well, obviously. Well, I mean, depends, because
My
I still have this
Valley
one I
Girl
have to wear.
That's a war crime. I will commit more war crimes.
Mizu what? Mizu a lot of things. I used to... Somebody's gonna find it one day. I had a, lewd Instagram where I just posted lots of ass.
Get yourself a girl when accused of war crimes and ask which one.
I can DM what to you? I don't know what you mean. No, but I can do that.
Oh, I'd like a girl that can be accused of war crimes.
I would like to commit war crimes, but I can only do it in video games without getting arrested.
You need a girl that she calls it the Geneva suggestions without being prompted.
Geneva suggestions.
Well, I guess this means for my third all outfit, I'm gonna need to get a military uniform, probably Navy SEALs.
Oh gosh.
So I want a military uniform that's a little slutty, but it's got like the chest piece open, like unzipped or whatever it is, and I'm just wearing a t-shirt that says Geneva Suggestions.
Oh my gosh.
I would kill for that.
See, I would be
Literally.
I'd be the weird one because I actually really like uniforms, but I don't like them like opened up or anything. I like them all full up and done because they look really nice.
It's like, you could probably guess that I have a thing for uniforms to connect with the thing for guns that I like.
Yeah, I'm surprised you
Because,
don't
like,
have.
come on, a man in a military uniform, like in a full military uniform, just putting a safe, empty, safety on, wink wink, a gun in my mouth. That would be pretty neat.
Careful there.
I can hold the gun.
I failed.
I heard him in the background.
Chat wants me in a Russian outfit. They're trying to make a comrade of me.
A comrade of you.
Mizu, didn't we talk about what, you getting a Russian uniform and me a German?
Yeah.
What would I
Yeah.
be?
I don't know.
American ones suck.
You would be Poland.
Poland? What's Poland?
Poland!
Oh, would I get the big fluffy hat then?
No, it'd be that meme of when he grabs what's his.
I don't know
It was
that
just
meme.
Hitler. I picture of Poland.
Just make your whole brand military themed, won't bite you in the butt at all. Ha, I don't have any regrets.
Wow.
Akko can be China.
China! That's mean!
To
China.
be fair, if we're doing Axis power, she should probably
No,
be Japan.
I don't
because
think
it fits with her theme.
I'm trying to do a bad
Yeah.
trumpet. I don't think I would do good with the China. They've got some decent people there, but I'm not for it.
All fan art of me is allowed. I only have rules if you want me to post and share it myself. To which the rules are just nothing like ridiculously degenerate. And by ridiculously degenerate, because if I actually had an F list and you got to see it, it just typically means anything with like bodily fluids. The unfriendly bodily fluids that you're not supposed to play with.
Say, my rules are I will not post things that are explicitly not safe for work.
I'll
That's it.
post not safe for work stuff all the fucking time.
That's it. If
Yes,
you want to share it
Gab,
with
I-
me, that's good, but that's it.
Yes, Gab, I do have a fan art guidelines, and just, hey, what's your fan art guidelines? Yes. Yes to everything. Gore, hell yeah. Spicy, hell yeah. Just no shitter, the golden showers. That's about it.
Is Mizu the only one with a what? I can't read it. An accent?
With an accent that is a war crime? What? I don't know what that means.
Am I the only one without an accent that is a war crime? So, you guys don't know this. This is not my normal voice. At all. I am deeply Southern. Deeply, deeply Southern. I have, over the years, just slowly talked it out.
And it's helped to your benefit because I think a southern fish would not. Oh, maybe it would be interesting, but I don't know. Southern fish.
If I used my regular accent, most people can't understand me. Because I am like a half-speed boomhauer from King of the Hill. Take Boomhauer, just put him at 0.5 speed on YouTube, and boom, you've got me.
Boomhauer's the one with the hat and the glasses, right?
And also, leave me
He's the
alone in
one
my
who always
war
talks like this,
crime
man.
fucking accents, because I'm sorry, I don't speak, Valley Girl. I am Midwest.
Yeah, those
no.
two are like normal American accents. I am not.
I've kind of adopted a bit of a southern accent,
Here's-
but only in public. I don't talk to my friends with it.
Here's the best way I can try and get back into it, because I have talked myself out of it over a number of years because it didn't work very well in like a business setting that I was trying to get into. But I had a teacher that got really mad at me one day for saying y'all in like a personal conversation with my friends. And she walked up to me and she said, "We don't say y'all in my classroom because what was it? Her exact words. But she basically said we don't say y'all because it's something uneducated people do.
What?
And I looked her dead in the eyes. I said, "Ma'am, y'all ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do."
Oh man.
Berserker, I will make you suffer more. I will
Between
make you
Aqua's
want
Trump
to meet this
impression and the
podcast.
girl thing, Mizu's the only one without an accent that doesn't make my ears.
I have lost a lot of my southernisms though. For those of you who don't know, to speak southern, you just have to combine 3 words into one. Like my favorite one is yont to. Like if you're asking somebody if they want to go do something, you just say yont to bowl.
What?
Yont to bowl.
Yont?
So yont.
Mizu voice gives me Sweet Home Alabama vibes.
We need Mizu to do a Sweet Home Alabama cover.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Mizu's
Don't sing
accent
it
was
here
the first
because we'll
thing
get
I noticed.
copyrighted.
Like I've got a little bit of an accent.
I don't think I have an accent, but some people think I do. I don't hear it though.
You know what's weird? So when I lived in California, I
What the
was
fuck, southern
waiting.
twink?
I was waiting for a bus, and a guy approached me because I was talking on the phone. And I'm pretty sure he was autistic because he looked it, and you can kind of tell when someone just looks autistic. And he said, "What the hell is that accent?" I'm like, "I don't know what you mean. You're the first person to ever ask that question." He's like, "Do you live in the Midwest?" And I was like, "Does that matter?" He's like, "You sound like you come from this area." I'm like, "Okay, no, but okay." It was just very weird.
Do you know that Sweet Home Alabama and MegaLavania share the first 4 notes? Yeah, there's a TikTok that combines the 2 of them, and it's cursed as fuck.
I don't like.
MegaLavania actually combines the first 4 notes of a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's a very catchy song.
Which one?
MegaLavania.
Yes, it is. And you only hear it in the worst ending of a video game.
Yeah.
Technically the best depending on who you are.
This is true. This is very
Where'd
true.
my model go?
We need to make
Why
Southern
down there?
accent a hentai tag.
No.
So, you guys have probably seen this. It's a pretty famous hentai panel. But it is a girl. It was translated by an Australian.
Oh no,
So,
not the Australians.
the line the girl says is she's talking about like being wet. And she says, Oi, I could drain a wombat in me knickers.
I hate it here. I fucking hate it here.
And like it's a hentai translated by an Australian, and like the whole thing is shit like that. And it's terrible.
They did that on purpose.
I don't know, probably. It feels like something an Australian woman would say.
Maybe.
Crikey.
No, not crikey, me knickers are soaked. It's, I could drown a wombat in me knickers.
I hate that so much. Oh, I hate that so much.
Ugh.
This is why it's fun to be in like the not safe for work community, because you get like these awful, awful memes from like stuff people just have trying to have fun with it.
I mean, I'm telling you, we gotta read cursed hentai.
Well, we will eventually. Wow.
VOD deleted.
VOD should be fine.
Especially on YouTube. YouTube's a lot more loosey-goosey with it.
Oh yeah, YouTube
Yep.
just doesn't care.
Like Arya.
Wow. Whoa.
I
Anyway,
had to sneak that in there.
yeah.
Oh my god, Mies.
Well,
Like 3 guys could.
I have a minor Nemesis update. It's not that big, but they're still complaining about things. So this happened on your stream yesterday. Or was it your stream? Yeah, it was yesterday. A previous viewer of theirs. And I don't know how this happened. Maybe I'll let you explain, but basically a former viewer of theirs did something for them. And when I started talking about them, this viewer was like, "Oh, I think I know who this is." I asked the viewer to DM me, and they do know the person I was talking about, which I thought was funny. And they just
Oh, yeah.
unloaded on me on all of the things that like they had issues with my nemesis with, and it was kind of crazy and funny at the same time.
It is funny.
And today they are e-begging again, saying that they've done what they've been doing for 7 years, and they're not quite sure why they haven't been growing. And I don't know.
It's like I was tempted to
I don't know.
comment on their latest e-begging post and be like, "Didn't you just buy a $2,000 computer?"
Yeah.
But there's only like one like, and really literally no way would it came across my feed organically. So I'm like, you know what? I don't care.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I look at it and it's just very pitiful now. Like, you know, you have Marina and she's malicious. This person's the opposite. They fumble into things because they have no fucking idea what they're doing. But instead of like trying to figure it out, they are also the person to say that if they didn't come up with it, it's a bad idea. And so because of that, they are just gonna die on the hill of, if I didn't come up with it, it's not a good idea. And it's like, okay, your parent, like literally they keep saying that their parents are telling them, hey, maybe streaming isn't a good idea because they've been doing it for X amount of years. Like, okay, let's see, when did the pandemic start? It's 2019, it's 2023 now. I want to say a year or so before the pandemic is when they started streaming, and they're on it. They honestly, they're no better than like a couple years ago. They're in the exact same place. So it's just like this is very depressing to watch almost, you know. And I have to watch myself because I don't want to be like an A-log and just A-log them, but I just have to watch them and say you're very depressing. And I don't know why people continue to withstand you. Is it because it has to be because they post porn? That's the only reason.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
I don't know.
Yes, chat. Bail Buddy was banned for drawing Michelangelo's David. For those of you who don't know, Bail Buddy is the one that does the Thirsty Elf comics, which are hilarious. Have you ever read them?
I have not, no.
She basically reverses the meme, like, you know how like in all hentai it's always elves getting fucked by orcs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He reverses the meme to where all the elves are extremely thirsty sluts, but absolutely no one wants to sleep with them.
Man.
That's
the entire
awesome.
meme is just elves being femcels, basically. Like, the elf queen is always talking about how many men she slept with, and then it's like hidden in a detail that she's actually never slept with anyone. Because absolutely no one wants to, but all the other elves worship her because she claims she slept with one man one time 1,000 years ago.
That's
Man.
awesome. That's actually pretty good.
There's like, I love the one where one of the elves is hitting on an orc really, really hard, and he's just like screaming rape.
It's what
like, leave me alone.
I really like that because, like, you know, you've got the inverse that we have today with men basically being the exact same thing, and it's just really funny to see like an alternate universe where it's the other way around, and it's funny because it perfectly encapsulates a lot of people's lives, and they feel like they can relate in some ways with a woman that's on paper. I don't know, it's funny.
I just love that all the elves are femcels.
I haven't seen those shorts. No, my YouTube shorts are built on cooking videos, cat videos, and small drama. I never see comics.
I get that by the 300th time it gets old, but he's done other stuff. Like, he has the necromancer that has all the skeletons that are extremely thirsty for her. But obviously none of them can do anything because they're all skeletons.
That's funny.
And some of them do like wacky stuff to like just get a sneak peek at her. Like, there's one that he turned his head into a candle and just like stuck it in her room. They're great. I love them.
More MommaOcco memes. I'm not a very memetic people need to make memes, and I will
Pretty sure I'm
spread them.
the only one here that regularly memes.
I need to get better with memeing.
I have an associate in memeology.
You know what?
Are you kidding?
Making
Are
memes
you
with me.
real?
I don't care how bad they are.
Oh, the only other
I mean, I
thing.
could.
I mean, heck, I can fucking make whatever faces you need me to in VTube Studio, and I'll just send you a bunch.
Same. I can be
To clarify
smug.
for you, chat, Lumi does in fact mean anything Bloodborne, especially not safe for work of the monsters.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what she's expecting you to ping her in.
Oh dear.
Yes.
She's
I
not
am.
hoping for the memes.
And also, I am waiting for the 30 days to go up on Mousie's, or whatever the fuck her name is, old alt that she deleted, so I can yoink the @CCubus for my not safe for work account, just so so my main doesn't get shadow banned by the Dark Wizards.
Doesn't get point.
Doesn't get blinked. There's porn of
Bring me
monsters.
art.
Listen,
Ooh, let me see.
Listen, if there is art, there is porn of it. Eventually, you know, it exists.
Oh, there's so much porn of it.
Mm-hmm. There's monster girls.
I'm actually surprised by how little porn there is of Frankie Foster.
I've seen a decent amount.
Yeah, I would expect a lot more.
Art.
I would expect so much more, especially because she was so many people's like awakening as a kid to redheads.
Yeah.
There's also a surprisingly little amount for Helga from Atlantis that I sent you the other day.
I love Helga.
Yeah, her.
Helga, yeah.
I remember
The
her.
blonde girl with the...
They always do the princess chick.
Yeah, Kira.
Yeah.
I loved Atlantis. It had one of the worst sequels.
Atlantis is my favorite Disney movie. It's what got me into sci-fi fantasy.
I used to have a toy of the submarine when I was a kid.
Oh, really? Was it a McDonald's toy?
There was one zone animation. You're not talking about Bloomy, are you?
Oh, man.
Treasure Planet was good too.
Oh,
We should have a day where we just talk about... You mean she was unattractive? What?
Treasure Planet was such a good movie. There's a really
Who's
good...
unattractive?
Helga from
There's
Atlantis.
a really
Olga.
good documentary.
Okay, first of all, how fucking dare you?
Seen plenty of hentai comics about Frankie Foster. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I feel like there would be more. Because she was like so many people's sexual awakening.
It had a sequel? Yes, Cash. There was a sequel to Atlantis. Nobody likes it, though, because it sucked.
Fun fact, almost every single Disney movie has had a sequel.
And they almost all suck. Except for the Lilo and Stitch ones. The Lilo and Stitch ones, apparently, they were good enough to make 4 sequels and a TV show.
Lilo and Stitch ones were pretty baller. Treasure Planet never got one because Treasure Planet was a scheme to get their entire animation wing shut down for a while.
And it worked.
It worked. But that's why Treasure Planet never got a sequel.
Okay.
Treasure Planet does have a really good platformer PS2 game.
Now, do you want to know something really interesting? There is a documentary out there that talks about this, actually, about how it was intentionally set up to fail. Apparently, there was going to be a sequel with Willem Dafoe as one of the enemies. As one of the bad guys. That would have been fucking amazing. Imagine Willem Dafoe as a evil pirate in Treasure Planet, chat. You already can get the cackling of the Green Goblin. Imagine him as a pirate. A sci-fi pirate. That would have been so good.
Some waifus from the West are weird. I have no idea why people lust so much over Lois Griffin. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Some of it's like really weird what people are into.
Yeah, but it's all depends on what they're exposed to. I feel like if you're never exposed to anime, the Western stuff is all you got, and I'm sorry if that's all you got.
Look, because everybody knows I'm like the lolicon of the group.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Western lolicons. I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with them. I genuinely no clue what is wrong with them.
Well, here's the thing about lolicon. At least in Japanese stuff, you can like, it doesn't look real. It's enough fantasy where I've seen some people justify, well, it's not even real proportions. With Western stuff, it's just like, okay, that looks more real because of how they draw it. And so that looks more fucked in my personal opinion.
No, so there's no Western lolicon animations. I mean, there probably is somewhere.
Well, I'm just saying,
know.
like, how I've seen some people draw young kids in that kind of stuff. It's just like, that's disgusting, man.
But like, the Western lolicon, the only ones that are semi-normal are the ones that are like from shows that are based on anime. Like I know somebody in chat mentioned Ben 10. Like those are at least somewhat normal because the characters have realistic looking proportions. But there is so much loud house porn. Like holy shit. And it is just the oddest character proportions, and everyone does like squash and stretch. It's weird. I don't know what people are into about it.
It is very weird.
As a lolicon, I do not understand it.
Isn't that weird?
All.
Isn't that weird, chat?
Look, it's not Gwen and Ben. I can completely understand Gwen and Ben. I'm down with that. But like there's not safe for work art of Ed, Edd n Eddy made by Rebecca Sugar, the person that did Steven Universe.
Gosh, I remember that.
And it
She's
keeps
weird.
like the characters' proportions and everything, and it's
She's
like
weird.
she is the Western lolicon, and I don't get it. The stuff they draw is just so fucking weird.
Americans are weird, chat.
Don't you accept my mean me. I refuse. You're weird.
I don't know. We don't judge people as long as you don't actually go out and do things.
No, I
But,
judge
like,
the fuck out of you. I'm a fucking weirdo, and you are something else.
Rebecca Sugar made. Yes, Rebecca Sugar.
associated with you.
I'm pretty sure Rebecca Sugar kind of like started growing off of that, didn't she?
Rebecca Sugar made Ed, Edd n Eddy porn on her Tumblr. Specifically, Ed and Double D. Sorry, Eddie and Double D.
Oh.
Ed was generally not included. Ed's the dumb one.
Okay, it's like I seen a lot of Ed, Edd n Eddy porn in my day, but like
I haven't.
I honestly prefer the ship of Double D and Kevin. Excuse you. There's like a whole ass comic that is super fucking cute.
I refuse.
It's so fucking good.
I don't know what I'm hearing right now.
The Gwen x Ben merchandise. Yeah, no, Gwen and Ben are like set up by the show itself. They knew what they were doing. They didn't care. She got canceled along with that. She's never getting canceled.
No.
Because she's like the only one on quote unquote their side, whatever you think that side is, that currently works at Cartoon Network. There's tons of Gravity Falls porn too, but most of it's pretty Kino. So
Well, the thing
to
with
pass.
Gravity Falls, I feel like, is less Western. Doesn't make it more right or wrong, but
No, so here you can tell what kind of community latched onto something based on how the hentai is made, right?
yes.
So like if you look up Gravity Falls hentai, a lot of it takes like anime proportions and kind of like anime rules when they're making the characters, and they redesign them a bit to look a bit more like that. But if you look up something like we were talking about Loud House, it all keeps like just the raw look of the show, where it's got like that weird cartoony squash and stress fucked up proportions thing going on. And it's got to be like two completely separate communities, and there's got to be some difference that sticks them in one side or the other. I just don't know what it is. Did Double D transition in that comic, or was it Yaoi? It was probably Yaoi.
Probably.
It was yaoi.
It's always Yaoi.
Well,
Its name is Bench Tails. I don't know,
Bench
Glubby.
Bench
I've seen a lot of
Tails.
fucked up stuff, but I don't know names. You want to know something that was controversial on early internet? Just look up Babysitting with Cream.
Wait, Cream from Sonic?
Cream from Sonic.
Oh gosh, I don't need to look that up.
Bench Tails? Oh, yeah, no, I remember Bench Tails.
I know a lot of people that like Sonic porn. It's weird. They're like as weird as some people like
It's like a branch of furry.
It is, and some people like to
Yeah.
cope that liking Sonic is not liking furry because it's not the same. It's like, no, it totally is. If
You
you're into
definitely like
Sonic
furry,
porn,
at
you're into
least.
you're a furry.
No, not Babysitting with Cream. You're welcome.
Don't lewd the rabbit.
You've seen so much Rouge and Tails. I prefer Knuckles and Rouge, but you know.
See, this is why I like the people that follow us, because the people that follow us are very cultured.
They know.
Yes.
We just have to expand some of that culture to Oka.
See, my culture is all Twitter shit and what I learned from Twitter roleplay. That's it. It's not really extensive. It could be expanded upon, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna have to show you, like, since you're playing Danganronpa, I got some hentai to show you.
Oh dear. Okay, I have a question. Is the Danganronpa, they're all, are they kids or adults? Because I'm pretty sure somebody
They're
told
high
me.
schoolers.
They're high schoolers.
So they're high school age.
Danganronpa is about like a bunch of kids in a private high school.
Yes.
Yep.
I finished Trigger Happy Havoc. It was pretty
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna start number 2 in like a week or 2.
Danganronpa 2 has the best characters more than Trigger Happy Havoc. I'm sorry, but 2's better than 1 character-wise because has my absolute wife in there because I love... You know what? You're gonna see Ibuki anyway. She's my wife. I love her so much.
Okay.
Oh, I love Ibuki so much.
They're adults. People are claiming that they're adults.
Big believes that most of them are around 17 during the game.
Okay.
Let's see, dang it.
I think in Western releases, it's very likely they were changed to be adults. But this happens a lot in games that get sent over to the West that have like quote-unquote violence against kids. Because believe it or not, even though like Lolicon is not accepted in the West as much as it is in Japan, violence against children even less so.
Yes. I feel like there's a good reason for that based off of all of the stuff that happens here.
So I don't
Alright,
necessarily
so-
doubt that it was changed.
Makoto Naegi was 17 when he joined Hope's Peak Academy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
since, you know, you finished up the
And then-
first game, you know that they lost a couple years in memory.
It was 2 years, so technically they're
So they'd be
19.
He'd be 19.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, Akko. Did you get the bad end for
I
Trigger Happy Havoc?
did get the bad end with
Good.
Kyoko.
Okay.
That was a trip, man. That was weird, cause like
Oka's
Again.
going for bad ends.
Gundam Tanaka, top tier in DR2. Oh, I love Tanaka.
I don't know who that
Oh
is.
my god, he is my husband. But also, so Soda. Soda is also good.
Soda
You know what?
is
They're
good.
all good. They're all so fucking good.
The characters are adults.
Even me can. I'm sorry. Even me can.
You should have. Yeah.
Super important announcement from Twitter. Pop Tropica is no longer closing.
What is that?
Some old not Flash game. It was an old game.
I used to play that a lot.
Yeah, people that like Club Penguin probably know about Pop Tropica.
Okay.
It was supposed to close, and they announced today that because of the interest in it, it is free to play Pop Tropica for December, and they are not closing it actually.
I still want Akko to play Ultra Despair Girls. I told Akko that she needs to play Ultra Despair Girls. I don't care if it plays differently. It is part of the story. You're going to play Ultra Despair Girls before you move on to 3.
Here is what because I remember watching my nemesis play this game. I
Fuck your
don't
nemesis.
remember.
Yes.
They're not worth it.
No,
I don't
You're playing.
remember.
No. You are playing Ultra Despair Girls. I will sit down and hold your hand as you play it. You're going to play 2. You're going to play Ultra Despair Girls. Then you're going to play V3.
All I remember, and I have this burned into my head because it disturbed me so much, is one of the characters is an abuse victim. That
Yes,
is what
and
I
you're going to play
remember. Like, if that's okay to show up on YouTube, fine.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're
Fine.
going to play Ultra
I don't
Despair
own it
Girls.
yet though, because it didn't come as part of the triple experience of buying the games, so I don't own it yet. So chat, if you want me to pay.
Oka prefers triple experiences.
No, I
That's why me
guess
and
so.
Lumi are here.
See, look at Temp. Bullying does work.
But
What I tell you.
he wishes that he had that power to make me finish some things.
I can make you finish some things.
Oh gosh.
I can finish some things all on my own.
Somebody asked if I was still filling it. So I did want to mention this. I am working on a Vtuber Danganronpa stream where basically it's kind of like D&D, but without the way I want to do it is it's like D&D without dice. It's just talking and all that kind of stuff.
Experience.
Huh?
Gwubby said the XX experience.
Oh gosh. Like the idea that I want to do is I write up a good prompt. We get a group of people together, and I'm thinking it's not going to be big. It's probably going to be like 5 or 6 people max, because having 16 would be way too massive for a one-off stream. But we get them together, we random roll the killer, we random roll the killed, and then we go from there. And whoever is what just has to be okay with the fact that either they're dead or they are the killer, and they basically have to troll everybody into not figuring out that it's a whole process that I figured out, and it's gonna require a lot of work. And I've never really DM'd a game, but I want to do it eventually. I'll make you guys help me out. Be like an under the tea special thing.
Oh, that's another thing, guys. We're gonna be doing a lot more like under the tea stuff.
Especially
like a little group.
Especially now that you're part of the group. I guess now that Mizu is part of the group, under the tea is kind of like a subsidiary of Juniper now.
Yes.
But yeah, we're gonna do more stuff as like a little group that's not like just drama related. So I know some of you who aren't like super interested in everyday drama, there'll be like lots of other stuff. Like we already sort of do it with Friday.
Friday, yeah, it's kind of our Friday thing.
But then we'll have like the fancy stream eventually. The hope for that is I have a friend that knows how to do like split screen stuff, but over wireless. So I can probably set it up to where each of us can have different controls, and you guys can like take turns playing whatever game we have. So we can force Oka to play lewd games as well.
Oh gosh. We'll see.
I know, we're gonna make you play them. You're gonna love it.
O'Malley, if you want to join DM Paco, you're gonna have to be super transparent with him. One of Paco's stipulations is that Mizu really should try not to lose another Twitter account. So, that's gonna be something.
Taking them from me.
It's gonna be something that you're gonna have to be chill. So, and I say this with very, very big ambitious boots on, but I want to be as big as HoloLive one day. So. I think that can happen. I think with how devoted we are, I think that can happen.
You know, I think for our Fansly streams, we can just do it on Sundays and call it Sussy Sunday.
Oh gosh. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because I would say Sussy Saturday, but Saturday is Yakuza streams.
Well, also we could workshop the name a little bit and make something extremely sacrilegious.
We could go Freaky Friday, like the days that we don't do things on Friday, we could do a Freaky Friday.
Perhaps. Have we discussed what we want to do tomorrow?
I have not. I don't know.
It's like, if anything, we can just default to Lethal Company, because I want to use our Lethal Company grums that Danny drew up.
Wait, is Mizu Twitter still banned?
Technically,
yes, but I have a new old one. So I've actually had a couple people try and like quote unquote call me out for ban evasion, but this Twitter account is actually almost as old as my original Twitter account, which is this one here in chat. Because I had a regular Twitter and I had an alt Twitter, and it was gonna be a regular one was gonna be like not safe for work, and the alt one was just gonna be stream announcements and stuff. But I stopped using it because it's really boring.
Oh my god.
To just do stream announcements.
So, quick aside. Somebody that does, okay, you know that Minecraft has porn mods.
Yeah.
Apparently there is one called a Jenny mod.
Oh yeah, no, Jenny's a video series by Slippery T, which was eventually made into a mod.
Yeah, so apparently the Jenny mod is okay on Twitch. That's funny.
Jenny's Odd Adventure is a great video. They just released a new one called Jenny and the Warden.
The only other...
I have never watched anything Minecraft related, to be fucking honest.
That's okay, you're not
Any
missing
mod
much.
is great. You shut your whore mouth.
You're not missing much when it comes to Minecraft content. Unless you like to build or go make adventure maps, you're not missing much. I only like it because I'm autistic.
Where is it? There it is. Here, I will have you both bleach your eyes with this. Later,
How does
obviously.
Minecraft porn work?
You're in the new
Same way it would probably work in Skyrim, probably.
I've never used the Jenny mod, so I don't know. I would assume, like Oka said, it's probably the same as Minecraft. But the Jenny series is videos. Like, the guy just animates it. I don't think he makes the Jenny mod. I think somebody who really liked his videos makes the Jenny mod.
So, the only other thing I wanted to talk about tonight was a brief update on the Completionist.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I also watched Mudahar's video.
Yeah. What did you think about Mudahar's video?
So I am of the opinion that Mudahar's video shouldn't have needed to been made, because people should have watched the Completionist's video and been like, this guy literally didn't say anything of value other than don't look at it.
So, chat, brief recap. The Completionist, one of the most wholesome, big chungus content creators in the world, never got into any controversy, is part of Normal Boots, a group of people that have slowly been falling off ever since they kicked out JonTron. It came out that because Carl Jacobs and Mudahar were given a tip, basically, that there were some shenanigans going on with Gerard's charity, Open Hands, and apparently their golf tournaments and stuff. They questioned him, and it came out that they had not spent the money. It was just sitting in an account somewhere, collecting dust. And this is something that, like, I felt like not a lot of people are bringing up. This is very important. Money loses value every single year that it is not used because
of depreciation. Because
of inflation and depreciation. And so one of the points, and depending on who you ask, this is a big deal or not, one of the points that Mudahar made is the fact that it was just sitting there meant that the money lost value year over year because it was not used to actually do anything. And so Gerard came out with a video. I watched it. It was 19 minutes of nothing but bullshit. He basically said, in the beginning, he said, yep, I donated the money. I did it. And then he showed basically how the charity worked. And then he insinuated that Mudahar and Carl were basically committing defamation, saying that they committed charity fraud. And he basically insinuated, by the way, we might could possibly sue both of these guys. Have a good day. This is the only time I'm going to talk about this. And then Mudahar came out and said, bro, I didn't commit defamation. You didn't refute basically any of your claims. Literally the only thing that Gerard did is say, we donated the money. And they donated the money. That's it. But they're not refuting legitimately anything that was mentioned here. And I've listened to a lot of people that either are familiar with law or cover law. And one guy made the opinion, I think it was Tommy C, that made the opinion that Gerard is going to be the fall guy for this, if it ever does go to court. And he's just going to take the bite for this over everybody else's gross incompetence. Because this is all family. This is a family's charity. Like, this is his dad, his brother, and him. And, like, I don't know. It's just really sad. Because, like, yeah, they lost a lot of value year over year. And you think you know you got... Yeah, you think you know a guy. Again, everybody, like, legitimately, everybody's like, oh, not the Completionist. He's literally one of the most wholesome people here, and this is how it turns out. Yeah, this is how it turns out. So, yeah, that is very crazy. And if there is a lol suit to come out of it, you best believe I'm going to be laughing at it and talking about it. Because it's like, what are you taking him to court for? You know, defamation? I don't think it's defamation to say that you committed charity fraud, because you still technically did. In some people's opinion, you did. I don't know. I'm just laying out how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
What does the charity do? They collect money to give to people that research degenerative diseases in the brain, I believe.
It's got
Alzheimer's.
a specific name.
Yeah, it was called the Open Hands
Foundation
Foundation.
or something like that.
Moral of the story is John won. Yes, John did win.
Yeah, John did win.
I like to bring it up often because he is my favorite, but out of everybody in normal boots, John is the most well off right now.
Yeah.
Most well off.
John People Safari Jafari.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, John Aryan Jafari.
Yep.
I gotta put respect on the name.
Yep. Gotta say it. I don't know why he would do this. I don't know why either. And that's the thing. I don't know why he's thinking about suing, because if he does sue and go to court, all of this is gonna come out. All of this.
So I have to agree with like a lot of people in that I don't think he did it on purpose. I think he's just stupid. He thought, or not necessarily didn't do it on purpose, but didn't do it with like malintent. I think he just figured, oh, it's no problem as long as like the money's still there, people are still getting what they want. So like whenever I decide to donate it, it's fine, it's whatever.
I kind of disagree. And the reason why I disagree is literally year over year, he would say, hey, these are the people that we're working with. This is where your money's going to go at the end of this. We're not touching any of it. This is where it's all going to go. So he said, this is where the money is being put right after the stream is over. So if it wasn't put there, why is he continuing year over year to say, hey guys, this is where the money that you donate is going to go? It makes absolutely no sense why would he would continue to do that. And I love it.
And my issue is he still had the money, because that's where I kind of get lost in the sauce or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the fact he still had the money and just hadn't spent it after all these years makes it a lot more confusing to like place on a chart. You know what I mean?
Oh, it is, because like again, they're not. Again, the quote unquote stealing that people are going, because people still think that there's theft going on. The only theft that people are really going to point out is the fact that the money has lost its value due to inflation and depreciation. That's it. I mean, they still donated 600,000 whatever to a charity, but for the
did we mention Peanut Butter Gamer?
Did we? Peanut Butter Gamer is part of Normal Boots. The only thing about Peanut Butter Gamer is I know that he's just an asshole. But that's
the big thing with Peanut Butter Gamer is look up any controversy with anyone he's considered his friend, he immediately sells him down the river.
Yeah.
Nobody, he is not friends with anybody. As soon as you become persona non grata, he is throwing you out the door.
Pretty much. I think that happened with what's his name? The guy that was like the other guy that was part of Normal Boots. Pro Jared. I think that was like he was with Pro Jared for a moment and then he like hard backed up quickly after people are like, this isn't the right look to have, bro.
Yeah, he's immediately like, oh no, he was always a creep. I never agreed with him. I didn't know the full extent of how bad it was.
Yeah. It'll happen with John.
All of them flipped on him.
Oh yeah.
Some of them kept quiet.
Some of them. Yep, exactly. It's just once John left, the entire group was cursed.
John was the only one that was worth anything.
Pretty much, and he still is. He's one of those content creators, chat, that makes content very seldom, but everybody watches it when it comes out.
I mean, who else are you gonna watch? Aaron?
Fuck that shit. I don't need to watch the 69,000th repeat of Aaron and Dan making poop and pee jokes and talking about how they're gonna suck each other's dicks all day. Like, I don't need to, like, okay, you laugh, but you know it's true. That's all they do.
I mean,
the only thing that's changed is they don't include racial slurs anymore. But, like, legitimately, that's all it is. And I got, like, at first I was bored with it, and then I got resentful of it, because it's just like, these guys are shit. Why does anybody watch them?
I mean, I don't watch them in general, but, you know.
See, at least Danny had his whole band thing going on. For whatever reason, they kept including Aaron in the songs. So, like, that was weird.
I think that was Aaron pushing himself onto the situation, because I definitely feel like when Aaron's not included on things, he gets very self-conscious and wants to be a part of it. So I think that
Probably.
I think that entire thing is Aaron wanted to be in a band. Like, Aaron wants to live out multiple different dreams. He can't settle on one damn thing. He wanted to be an animator. He did a pretty decent job at that. Now he's a content creator. Oh, but he wants to be in a band. And it just goes back and forth. And
I'm glad they realized Aaron's wife sucks the life out of every joke and got rid of her.
Aaron's wife is a scam artist too. Did you hear about that?
I don't know his wife. The only one's wife I know about is Ross's, and I hate her.
Yeah. So Aaron's wife,
Cheating whore.
I can't remember her name, but she would buy, so you know those drop shipping scams where people, she basically did that, where she would buy jewelry for cheap and then drop ship it and sell it way more expensive than it was supposed to be. And when people called her out, she kind of just shut up.
She's like a scalper.
Yes.
Sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
Susie, that's Aaron's
Susie,
wife.
yes, it was Aaron. Yeah, that's Susie. And
Commander Holly is Ross's.
yes. Is she still around, Commander Holly?
I don't know. I hope not. She's a whore.
Yeah.
She's a whole chat.
That's all she wants to be. Susie's the whole, yes.
No, that's definitely more Commander Holly. I don't think Susie's ever cheated. At least she's faithful.
Yeah, that's the thing about well, as far as we know.
As far as we know, Susie's never cheated. She could have been on the throuple with Commander Holly and Pro Jared.
Very true. Very true. This is weird gossip, but no, it's just a whole group. All of Normal Boots.
Do you ever think about that? Like all these people and like all this shit they're mixed up in. Like I can't.
I think about it all the time. Legitimately.
Because I think the part that weirds me out the most is like a lot of these people are still together.
Oh,
and
yeah.
because it's like, for me, if I was in like Ross's situation, that would be it. You would be out on your ass. I would have nothing to do with you. Especially because most states, if you get caught cheating, that's like an immediate divorce. You get everything in the divorce.
Yep.
I would be done with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cheating on your husband for Jared is nuts. Yeah, especially when your husband is Ross. Because he's like so sweet and he actually looks good.
And successful.
Looks like a gremlin.
I would say that Ross was more successful than Pro Jared, especially now that he's like super big in the artist scene, in the VTuber artist scene. Does Ross still like work with Game Grumps? Because I had a feeling that he like kind of separated with them after a while. Like he kind of escaped.
My only complaint with Ross is he piled in on that one artist for the NFT thing without looking into it, and he was kind of a dick for that.
Well, that's most artists are on the NFT thing, and it's just like...
No, he piled in on a specific person, which kind of made him a dick.
No.
I'd talk about that on stream one day if people are interested. The great NFT caper, as it were.
If it's a slow news day, we can like pull up some of these old things and like start talking about them. I have a lot of things I can do that.
But I think he kind of does his own thing, and I think he talks to Vinny Vinesauce.
Well, that's good, at least. But like, if I was Ross,
I wish the best for Ross.
If I was Ross, because like you bring up a good point. That entire group of people, they're part of a weird part of the 2010s internet, like early 2000s or 2010s when YouTube was getting going. All of those people together are just scumbags. And the very few people that don't look like scumbags, you start to worry about them, you know? Like, legitimately, do you want to know who I'm, like, most terrified for next? I'm most terrified for Chugga Conroy. Like, that guy's pretty wholesome. Like, I do believe that he's very wholesome. I also think he has autism. But, like, I'm terrified if something ever happens. Like, that will shatter people. Because he started Let's Playing for a good chunk of people. So I hope that there's nothing that he's involved in. I know he's just like a lonely guy.
I kind of worry about, mostly because of the severity of the people around him.
Who?
Have you ever heard of Vanoss?
I think so.
No.
Doesn't he do Vanoss
like
Gaming?
The owl head.
I think I've heard of it. Hold on, let me double check.
It's Vanoss, H2O Delirious,
Vanoss Gaming, Canadian YouTuber.
Yeah. So, one of his friends got outed as an actual pedophile.
Really?
Like, not like, sort of, not like some sussy messages, like, actual horrendous human being. It was, I think his name was Minilad.
Yes! Minilad! I know Minilad. Oh my gosh. Minilad is like, that whole group, that's a slightly different group of people. You got like, Vanoss.
No, Minilad was a mainstay in Vanoss's gaming crew.
Oh, yeah, that was really sad, because, like, you had Vanoss, you had Minilad, You have Gassy Mexican, who is actually really funny and good. And then what was his name? Adam. All of those people together, and then like Mini Lad gets outed for this, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Because
What
I
the
kind of feel like
fuck?
Thanos is pretty funny, and he still has a little bit of that old internet, like in him.
Yeah.
Because he's made jokes with like racial slurs before, which that is your tell that somebody is an old internet comedian, that they will drop a slur and not even like address it, they just let it go.
And not even care at all.
And I typically respect that more from those people because it's funny.
Mini Lad was kicked from the group before that all came out, I believe. Well, the thing about Mini Lad is he was very unhinged before all of that, and it probably was because of all of the stuff that he was involved in. But Mini Lad is just unhinged. Like, you see him talking about mental health, and it's not in a healthy way at all. And he was just so unhinged on camera. It's just like, what the fuck?
I think before we get on any bigger of a tangent, I think this might be a good place to end the podcast.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Do you talk about this on another podcast?
I apologize. I forgot because me and
we
Mizu
could
don't have
casually
work.
talk about it tomorrow because it's not really like drama specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really crazy. The old internet. Chat. Tell us what you liked about the old internet. Tell us your old favorite content creator, and
leave the comment down below.
Exactly, especially if you aren't yet, you should follow the YouTube podcast page, so that you can stay up to date with the live streams. Watch the VODs if you haven't, because the VODs will never go down. If they go down, it's because YouTube doesn't like them. But yeah, you should follow us there. Give comments.
We also have the Spotify too, so
pretty much. We're still updating that, right?
Oh no, that's Mizu's job.
We're still updating that, right? All right.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah, we got the Spotify too, chat.
I'm getting it caught up tomorrow.
Also, don't forget, Akko, send Gwubby the files for the VODs.
Okay, Gwubby, I will do that. I'll do that after this. Do you want just last week, or do you? Well, I'll send you last week's, and then this week's as well. The problem is, it costs money to send more than one video because videos are like a couple gigabytes and they only give you a couple for free. So I have to send it, wait for them to download it. So I'll upload one tonight. Anyway.
You need to get a bigger Google Drive.
I don't want to.
Like,
I already spend money
it's
though.
$20 a year.
I know, but I already spend money on a lot of different things. I need to keep it down.
Wait, hold on. Since I'm a moderator for the podcast YouTube, I should be able to download them, right?
You should be able to download them, yes, because you're a moderator.
Okay, well then I'll do that.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
I'm passing off responsibility, chat. I'm doing my job. That's what all moms do. Pass off responsibility so that other kids can do it.
They parentify their children.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's very healthy, Chad. Always parentify your children. They need the responsibility in their life to prepare them for adulthood.
That way you can do it with your children in the future.
Exactly. It builds very healthy relationships with your children.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days we're going to get in trouble for our brilliant legal advice.
I do want to say, by the way, chat, thank you so much, everybody that came out. I believe today was one of our highest concurrents on YouTube ever, and I deeply appreciate that. You guys are absolutely amazing, again, with the channel. I had absolutely no idea what to expect when we started doing this. I'm very happy that everybody's enjoying this. I've heard a couple of pretty big VTubers actually like the podcast, so if you're out there, hello, thank you so much for enjoying it. So, I don't have anything else to say tonight. Do you guys have anything else to say?
Nah, I got nothing.
Okay.
No. I will just let you guys know I was going to stop stream and then start stream and we would play some Grand Blue together. But unfortunately my friend is very sleepy, so he went to bed. So we're just going to raid like normal tonight.
Damn. I don't have anybody to raid. But chat, if you would like, I am going to be playing Adam War... Does this song have racial slurs in it?
There's a possibility.
Okay. It's a Ken Ashcorp song, Adam Worski, Adam Race Worski. It's all about a guy who wanted to go end people because they were very bad people. I
You
would.
sure you don't want to like preview this first?
I don't. Do you think maybe I should?
I don't know.
I think we should play it safer on the podcast night.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If that's the case,
Okay.
let me find a
I'm
good
going
song
to
to
end things
outro
on
us.
my side, so I will mute myself on Discord. So don't mind me.
Okay.
Okay, chat, we're gonna raid. I hope you guys have a good night.
Chat, give me a moment. I'll give us some good to end off on.
Because I don't have, since we're not playing Grand Blue, we will go play Grand Blue with this guy who is currently playing it. Hope you guys have a good night. Bye-bye.
Okay, chat. Give me one moment. I have an idea for something. I just need to go to my personal.
They say you should play the Pippa Pipkin song.
Which Pippa Pip? Oh, PPP?
Yeah.
I know that one. Okay, I can do that one. I'm pretty sure that one is okay. Give me a moment. PPP song. Canish Court PPP. Perfect. Here we go. Have a good night, chat. Love ya.